try this out.
Okay, mine's working. Yay.
Alright, I have set it to start streaming. We should be streaming now. So, as you listen, are you listening to this on YouTube?
Yes, I'm actually streaming too.
Alright, oh, so we're both streaming each other. Okay, that's fine, that's
We're
fine.
streaming each other.
That is totally cool. What I need for people in the chat to do is let me know if the audio levels are okay, because I actually don't know shit about PCs.
And let me know as well, is my audio, is Rags too loud? Am I too loud? Let me know. Rags is quiet, they said. Okay, that's totally fine.
Alright, let me turn up my volume a little bit.
They're saying they love you and they love me and they love us together.
Hooray. Let me see. Recording devices.
Okay.
Let's turn this up. Oh, it's at 100. Holy fucking shit. That must be terrible. Why? Why is it up so high? Why is it to 100? I normally set it to about 50. So let's set it to 50.
Whoa. You went real quiet though.
All right, how about now? I put it to 70.
Okay. You were pretty loud though, I'll tell you what. Like the audio was spiking, but when I turned you up it was like too much. Now I think it's fine. Go ahead and speak. Let me
73. I set it to 73 and I'm going to keep it there and I'm going to see what happens. I'll put that over here.
Okay.
Cuz for my audio, let me go to my Discord room there.
Yeah, I can turn you up in Discord. That's right. Duh.
Oh yeah, you turn me up. I can't. I have to turn myself up with the PC. So this is why we're starting early, by the way, because I'm retarded. So
where is the room I'm in?
That should be good. Yeah, does that sound fine? Rags is loud, but Barry's too soft. Barry's actually good now, but Rags is this. Sounds a little better, mate. Everyone can.
Barry's a homosexual confirmed.
Rags, you're too loud.
Fantastic.
You're saying
Rags.
Turn up Barry. All right,
Rags is a little loud now.
Okay, it's my streak because I'll turn you up. We can adjust it as we go. Okay. So
yeah.
So before we started, we're gonna do this diversity and gaming survey with someone, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Rags is too quiet. Rags is his favorite color. I don't know. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do this little quick thing that he was sent. Apparently, this was made by Mr. NoobTube Gamer.
Yes, and he sent it to myself and a bunch of other YouTubers. He actually sent it to you as well because, as you can probably tell, the survey was made. It was inspired by you 100%. But I took it. I had a ton of fun with it. My console gaming friend took it, and he got the same. Anyway, yeah. Go ahead and tons of fun.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this test. All right, 13 questions. Gonna be quick. Are you a PC gamer? Now, apparently, this is to see if you're a PC elitist or not. So this is how it's going to be gauged. This will tell you in 13 questions how much of an elitist you are. Not whether you really are or not, probably just how much of one that you are. Because this is by Mr. NoobTube Gamer, I guess. It says Jimmy Russells. So this was indeed made to Russells the Jimmys. So, are you a PC gamer? Yes, it is objectively superior to consoles. No, consoles are obviously better. Yes, but I like my PC and PS4 and Xbox One equally. Yes, anyone who plays on console is not a real gamer. They don't leave you much room. There's not just a yes here.
No.
There's not just they don't just give you the option to. They don't just give you the option to say yes, I'm a PC gamer. Every single one of these questions obviously has some caveats. So, because
except for the ones where you lean on the side of consoles. I mean, those ones you have this.
No, this one says no, consoles are obviously better.
Right, but at the bottom it says yes, but I like my PC, PS4, Xbox One equally. I mean, that one's more of like a neutral area there.
Yeah, and there's also a no, PCs are better. There's no one for that either.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with yes, it's objectively superior to consoles.
Okay.
All right.
I'm taking this as you're taking it and just doing your answers because nobody can see what you're doing.
No one can see what I'm doing. Oh yes.
In the rabbit room thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the rabbit. Yeah, fuck rabbit.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that. I'm sharing my I'm just sharing my screen. Whatever's on my screen is what people see, not that window in particular. So, 2 out of 13. How much did you spend on your PC? 1,000 plus. Okay, I'm definitely an elitist. I'm surprised he didn't have like a 10,000 plus answer. because that seems to be something that pops up a lot. You spend you spend a Ferrari's worth of money on a PC.
I always hear 3,000. That's the one that I hear.
3,000 pops up all the time.
I don't know why it's 3,000.
I think 3,000 for a lot of people. I think what it is with $3,000 for a gaming PC is they think that that's not too unbelievable, but it's not low either. Right? So if you said $10,000, people might actually think you're being a little hyperbolic with $10,000 there, Carl. But with 3,000, like, wow, that's a lot of money. But then they're like, okay, but I guess, $1,000 graphics and things like that. So that is within the realm of believability. So, next question is, should console exclusive games, Uncharted, The Last of Us, etc., come to PC? Yeah, sure they should. But the questions are, yes, as a PC gamer, or the answers are yes, as a PC gamer, I should have access to all games. Or yes, all console exclusives should come to the PC because consoles are garbage.
Yeah.
And the JTech TV answer, no, port begging is pathetic.
And then if you scroll down, there's not sure.
Which is weird because NoobTube doesn't like JTech TV because JTech TV is just a right-out corporate slave.
Mm-hmm.
And but Noobsy is just a console peasant. He's the epitome of what it is to be a console peasant. He's a perfect example.
One of them, if you had to hang out with one of them, who would you hang out with?
Probably, I don't know. I would have to rate it on things assuming it was me, or that it just if I like me personally.
Your regular, not your internet persona, your regular persona. Who would you hang out with?
My regular persona?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like, okay, there.
Like as Rags?
I mean, yes. You're the person behind Rags.
There's really no difference. It's just I use a doggy picture.
Well, I mean, yeah. There's no difference between me and Bulletberry, but I mean, still, like they're
like if I was me, but I randomly walked up to them like incognito and they didn't know it was me. Or is this a question that assumes that they know who I am?
I think the question got a little out of hand. Let's say
I hate them both with in their own special way.
Yeah,
that's my answer.
Okay.
But if I had to play a game with them, if I had to hang out for one of them for an hour, I would probably go with NoobTube Gamer. Because JTech TV he actually attempted to take 3 of my videos down once.
Oh wow, he wanted to get you off YouTube.
Yeah, he went for the channel. That's the first thing he did was he attacked the channel, and he lost all 3. Mm-hmm. And I encourage anybody to report him for abusing the terms of service of YouTube, which constitutes perjury. But I ain't got time for that. Mm-hmm. And he's just a piece of shit on a moral and personal level. YouTube's just an idiot, an annoying idiot. Yeah. But JTech is on a personal level a bad person.
I'm really sad I never got in on the whole JTech thing because I've never seen any of his videos.
He's still going.
I know that. But I've never seen any of his videos. I'm blocked by him on everything because I follow you. There's no way for me to ever get in contact with him if I wanted to. Because you've already got to him first, and other of these PC gamers got to him first. I don't get in on this. That makes me sad. I wish I could have.
He make a video. He's not doing very good though. I pulled up his Social Blade here. He's he in the last 30 days he only has 57 subs. And remember, this is his second YouTube account. He used to be under like Pyro 2000X or something like that. Yeah. He's been doing this for years and years and years and years. A long time.
He had 7,000 a while ago.
He does. He has 7,233.
Yeah.
But in the last 30 days, he's only got 57 subs.
Okay.
Which is not great. Yeah.
No.
He's had a lot of negative days.
Contributed to a lot of his fame on YouTube, I'm sure.
Yeah. Most people, though, they just don't even... Because with the problem with JTech is that he's not pleasant to listen to. He's like Mr. NoobTube Gamer. They have this lip smacking sort of way that they talk. You hear more of their actual mouth than you do the words coming out of their mouth. It's difficult to listen to him. He sounds very obnoxious.
The one thing that bothered me the most was how he would say, PC gamers sound like this. NoobTube. I'm a PC gamer. And I'm like, dude, you sound like that, right? Like that's your voice, right?
Yeah, you understand.
Like,
That's you're not really making you aren't helping things out for yourself. So I put for the question though, should games come to PC? I put
yes.
no. I'm gonna change. I think that yes, as a PC gamer, I should have access to all games. Because that seems the least offensive of the answers. Because I can't put not sure because I think I lean closer to this. The reason that, and this will pop up in videos, and I've said it every once in a while too, is that the difference is when you have a game that's on console, the reason they're on console is really purely arbitrary. There's no actual limitation of the game or functionality of a console game that would mean it cannot be on PC.
Right.
It's just that there are some reasons why something might be an exclusive, like Bayonetta 2 only existed because Nintendo picked up the tab, so everyone was pissed off it didn't come to their system. But it wouldn't have existed if Nintendo didn't pony up the bucks anyway. So it's either Nintendo only gets it or no one gets it. But I'm gonna put yes, I should have access to all games because I guess that's just the answer I got. That's all I got to work with. You don't have much to work with.
Yeah, no, exactly. I knew that's what I had to choose too.
Bad stuff. So. Thoughts on PC not having a physical game market? Because no physical games exist on PC. Not a single one.
He never got through to him. Like
it was, yeah. No games. Because he thinks that you can't order physical games.
Right.
And he thinks that since GameStop doesn't have a wall dedicated to it, it doesn't exist. And there are. I've got physical. I haven't used them in a while because you can get everything you want digitally anyway. But like Halo, the first one, I've got that on the disc. I've got World of Warcraft. When I played that, I just found a box of them and said, "Hey, I'll give it a shot." And fucking discs. But no. So my answers here are: physical games suck. They break easily. DRM is the way to go. I mean, okay. Physical games are because you can't have DRM with physical games. Of course not. Just of course not.
Oh my God, I hate that one.
Of course not. If I have the CD, there is no DRM. Right?
Bull.
Right?
No.
Option
Doesn't
2.
work that way.
Physical games are an objective benefit of consoles. Option 3. This proves that consoles have more freedom than PCs. Now, there is an element of freedom and first ownership that does come along with having a CD of things, but nowadays it doesn't really matter so much because of the cheapness of the digital products, the fact that so many of these games have all these built-in DRM anyway on them, and you have to install everything. I mean, you have the disc, but now when you take the disc and you put it in your Xbox and you have to download everything. I mean, really, it's like, why bother with a disc? See, I mean, yeah, you could sell it to somebody if they want to buy it, and if you're on a budget, if you really are tight on the budget, then that is a bonus of having a physical disc, being able to resell it. And don't take it if I know I have console gamers who watch me, and if you do want to get the most bang for your buck, never ever sell your games at GameStop. Go to Craigslist or something, or put up an ad at your apartment laundry room, or go to school and start asking around people and say, I have this game, and it's yours for $30 cash, and there you go. They'll get way more. I've got a box of old Xbox 360 games. I'll probably get $3 for them at GameStop. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up. This proves that consoles have more freedom than PCs. Okay, physical games aren't significant. That's how I feel. They're not significant to me at all.
That's what I put too.
Yeah, they're not significant. For me, I have not. There's no game that I would have. I think I'd have to get Halo on disc because I bought an old disc in an old ass beat up box. But with very rare exceptions, I can't imagine that there are any games that I only have because they're digital. Like World of Warcraft, I could have put WoW. I could have downloaded that from Battle.net here. So. Not significant. There you go. There's my answer. It's not significant to me. It might be to you, and that's okay if it is. It's okay if it is. All right. Is PC gaming a bigger market than console gaming? Yes, it is, because there's more to the world than the United States. All right, but the answers are I don't know, but this is irrelevant. Which is but no, because it's a question on the survey.
Right.
Oh,
right.
No. Anyone who thinks so doesn't understand basic economics, and it's not really an economics thing. So much as it is just a math thing, being able to compare two numbers together.
Right.
Yes, this is obvious, and it's not. I don't think it's obvious.
It's not.
It's
that's
not
the
obvious.
Problem, that's the correct answer,
yeah.
But it's not obvious. You're acting like I'm belittling you with that answer. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and in PC gaming isn't better because more people play it globally.
No.
It's just when you bring up something is bigger or more people do it, and that's wrong. That's not the case. But I hate that it is obvious because you ask, and that's why a lot of people don't play on PC. By the way, it's of course, as you know, a lot of people just don't even think about it. It's just not even a consideration. All they think about is consoles. But
I mean, they're marketed. I mean, they're actually marketed.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh, by the way, when they were TVs were at work, I saw an ad for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I've approached the level of asshole to where I can notice the frame drops in the commercial.
I've been able to do that for a bit too.
Because there were two on like an ESPN channel or something. They're because that's how mainstream it is. You go to ESPN, they'll show you video game commercials. That's where we're at. But there was a couple. I think there were two spots where Alloy, because that's her first name, because it's like metal guys, get it? Alloy. But she hits one of the robot dinosaurs, and there's like a flash, and then for just a moment things slow down. But the last answer is yes. This proves that consoles will eventually die and PC will reign supreme. Because there's no middle ground there. No middle ground.
No, PC and console are at a huge war. They hate each other, and one will prevail.
Yep, they don't feed
this is gonna work.
Yep, they don't benefit each other. They don't feed each other in any way. There's no give and take at all. So between those two answers, wait, do I think that consoles will eventually die? I think in their current form, they probably will. Technology is just going to start getting too powerful too quickly for them to catch up. We can't do 10-year cycles like we used to do, or like what happened last gen. But I guess I'll put yes, it's obvious. It's obvious for me because I know it, but most other people don't. Is PC gaming cheaper than consoles? It can be, but the answer is I don't know. Yes, it's more expensive up front, but you save more money over time, which is what I'm going to put because that's true. Yes, you can get PCs that are cheaper than consoles. Okay, that's also true.
I know, that's the problem with this question.
Like there are two very correct answers here. And obviously this answer will be answered differently by your question will be answered differently by multiple people, depending on what their budget is. All right. But no, this has been debunked by the console king. Well, we won't be pressing that option.
Okay. So what are you thinking here? Because there's only two correct answers, and I'll tell you which one I picked later, but I want to know where you're thinking here.
Well, I'm gonna put yes. It's more expensive up front, but you save more money over time, and I'm putting that as my answer because, by the way, we have 1,550 people watching.
Cool.
So
I have half that.
Well, I haven't live streamed in like a year. This isn't something I do.
Okay.
So that's why I downloaded OBS before this and plugged it up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Right
so that was because PC gaming is so difficult. That was like a 1 minute setup, really. But I
have quite a problem with that. I mean, 1 minute is a long time.
I know. Wouldn't you rather be playing games and fiddling with settings? Yeah. But I put it's more expensive up front because I recommend that people spend more money up front to get better products. I say you can get PCs that are cheaper than consoles, but I mean, really, you want to spend that extra. You want to spend that extra stuff up front so that you can really get the benefits of the power and the hardware. So that's what I'm gonna put. Is the Alien? You go ahead.
What I put was yes, you can get PCs that are cheaper, and I put it because this question felt like an absolute, and I don't like that because you can build a PC cheaper than consoles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. For me, that was my answer, but I'm clicking yours because I'm pretending you're doing this. So,
oh, well. Is the Alienware Alpha a console? The answer is, let's see, no, consoles are shit. Again, that's not necessary to put that at the end. A simple no would have sufficed. Right. No, it's not, even though it's advertised as one, which I have a feeling will be the correct answer. Yes, it's a conventional PC, which is the definition of a console. I don't get that. It's a conventional PC, which is the definition of a console. Yes, although the PS4 and Xbox One are far superior. Well, the second one is obviously the right answer. The Alienware Alpha is a PC with a form factor of a console. End of comparisons.
Yep.
I mean, it's you can call it whatever you want. Some things advertise it as a PC, and there's a lot of advertisement for it that says it is a console. The reason this is because they are trying to get people who are console oriented to buy it. This is not something that they are probably trying to sell to people who already have gaming PCs and are playing games on PC. So they will call it a console so that people who have consoles on the brain will look at it and then hopefully, wade into the water and foray into that. You can call it whatever you want. That doesn't mean it's that thing. It fills every possible definition of what it does everything a PC does. It runs Windows. You can modify it and customize the hardware. It runs Steam. It is a PC, right? It is a PC. It does not run console exclusives, for instance. Now, that's the thing too. Is like, was it you who did that thing with Grimpachi? No, that was Fringy. That was Fringy. Oh fuck! I'm not watching that, Fringy. I'm sorry if you're watching this, but I'm not. You can beat your head against that table all you want. I'm not doing this shit. I mean, what he should have just opened it up by saying, "Can it play console exclusives?" Like, no. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, I actually heard that was a really annoying podcast. I couldn't watch it.
Fringy said it was terrible. Fringy was like, "This is awful." I was like, "Yeah, I imagine. I'm not watching it. There's no way."
No, I started it up and I was like, no, I can't.
This is live.
One, I can't watch
people want me to say this is live. Yes, this is live. Why are people? I just don't. There are 17,500 people watching this. I need you to understand that I've got. There's only so much I can do. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. All right. The next question is keyboard and mouse or controller. All right. Keyboard and mouse controllers are terrible. That's a good start.
Right?
Answer 2, who cares? Answer 3, the controller is more comfortable and it is more practical to use. It's definitely not more practical. And the 4th answer is the keyboard and mouse is better, but I still like using a controller. I don't like using a controller. I use it sometimes, but only really for the novelty of it.
What games do you generally use it for?
Vermintide.
I've never played it.
It's really good. It's like it's Left 4 Dead and Warhammer. It's a very good game.
Very cool.
It is really good.
Okay. Very cool.
But I can't. And I only use it for characters where, like, you can just tell, like, I have to shoot this rat in the face with this arrow to kill it. And on a PC, you're just like, okay, there we go. With a controller, it's a little bit more of a struggle, kind of.
Right. Okay.
And I like the feeling of the DS4 controller. I like it as a controller, and I mean I've got it right here, but mouse keywords is way better.
What about games like Rocket League? Do you play?
I don't play Rocket League.
Oh, okay. If you were to play it, I mean, that game they say is made for controller. I mean,
Well, people say that about a lot of things. Like I've heard people say that The Witcher is made for mouse and keyboard, and I'm like I've played both. I played The Witcher 2 on just a controller, and I played The Witcher 3 on just a keyboard and mouse, and I prefer keyboard and mouse. And it's not just. I mean, I don't have any real problems with. It's never a hindrance. I mean, I can just do so many things at once, and God forbid you want to open up a menu and select an item that isn't next to the item you're currently highlighting, and God forbid that.
Right.
Let me see. Oh, can I do that? Yeah, controllers are terrible. I fucking hate controllers. Is it okay for Microsoft to put Xbox games on PC? Well, of course, this benefits the consumer, which is coincidentally the first answer. So answer 1, yes, this benefits the consumer. No, falsely advertising games as exclusives and then putting these exclusives on other platforms is wrong. Normally they they call them Microsoft exclusives, and they're not taking them away from anybody. They're just giving more people. That's the kind of thing that would only hurt the most butthurt of individuals.
Right. I never understood that.
I guess if you heard that a game was coming to, I guess if you heard a game was only coming to Xbox and you bought the Xbox just for that game, at the expense of another choice, maybe
that would make me mad.
But
and then it came to PlayStation, and you owned a PlayStation, that would make me mad.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you're buying a console for just one game, maybe you shouldn't do that. That's not a smart thing to do. Let's see. Answer 3. No, PC port begging is pathetic, and PC gamers do not deserve to play console games. That's like JTech TV wrote some of these answers. And last question, last answer, yes, console exclusives are evil. PC exclusives are fine, though. Because, of course, he doesn't understand why some games...
PC has exclusives.
Yeah, he doesn't understand why there's so many exclusives on PC. And he doesn't understand that there are different ecosystems and marketplaces, blah, 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 platform, everything. Question 10. Thoughts on piracy? It obviously hurts the game developer. It's just as bad as buying used games. Piracy is good for the industry. And more proof that PC gaming is bad for the game developers. The closest one is the second one. It's just as bad as buying used games. It's the closest because it's actually worse. I'd rather have people pirate my game than buy it used.
I was gonna say, this one didn't seem fair to me too. Maybe I'm in the wrong here, but I chose piracy is actually good for the industry.
It can be in certain ways. Sometimes piracy is the only way for a consumer to get their hands on the product.
I may have wanted to be a little bit of a prick because I was taking this test and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the answer that he's looking for, whatever. But I also think that, I mean, when 50% of people are pirating to test the game to see if it's good and then going back and buying it.
Yeah, and that absolutely happens. We got surveys with 50,000+, and I'll probably make a video on that and we'll run by that. Maybe I don't know, maybe we'll live stream it if people like this. But in third world countries, in second world countries, generally in poorer countries, people pirate way more because they make way less money. And the way that a lot of these markets are set up globally is they can't afford it, and it'll take them, a month's pay to get one video game. And obviously that's ridiculous. And I'm not saying they're owed the product and they don't deserve the product, but it is completely understandable that they would pirate the game in order to play it. Piracy is not the same as a lost sale. And if you no one ever walked into a GameStop, bought a used game, and then went home and liked it so much, they went back to GameStop to bring back their used game and buy a new one.
No, doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. Buying a used game gives you all the benefits of the game. Piracy does not. Pretty much all the time, piracy does not. So there's no incentive after you buy a used game to give the developers any money. I mean, maybe if you got a used game and you really liked it, you'd buy DLC and stuff. A lot of games don't have DLC. A lot of games don't have any of those models. It depends on the game itself. But most people who tend to do it use them as demos. So, there we go. Just bad buying using. Okay. Question 11. Which is easier to use, PCs or consoles?
Which one did you choose for 10, actually?
Well, I chose...
It's just as bad?
I chose it's just as bad as buying used games.
Okay.
Because that's closest-ish. I mean, the answers were terrible. I mean, it's like
general consensus.
No, it's like the answer is. I mean, yes, he's like, yes, I think piracy is not the best thing. Also, Hitler did nothing wrong. I mean, it's kind of like we're gonna add in that last bit that isn't necessarily
awful.
Which is easier to use, PCs or consoles? Let me see. PCs. You have to be stupid to be unable to build your own PC. That's compelling. Is just as easy to play on PC as it is to play on console. Consoles, anyone who tries to say different is a pathetic fanboy. And consoles, why is this even a debate? Well, because people don't agree with you, you idiot. Let's see. You don't have to be stupid to be unable to build your own PC. I just think you don't have to believe in yourself. Just do it. It really is easy. Or just pay someone else to do it or whatever. A lot of services do that. It's just as easy to play on PC as it is to play on console is probably what I'm going to put. I mean... To operate in totality, it's obviously harder to use a PC. But you don't have to be a mechanic to operate a motor vehicle, as most of us know. So, I mean, really, I've never had really any issues with games on PC. Things just generally tend to work. It's not like, I mean, in most, 99% of problems can be solved by restarting your computer. And oh no, there's 3-minute delay, 2-minute delay, oh no. But that's what I'm going to put. Just as easy to play games. It is cheaper to buy games on PC. Yes, and anyone who says otherwise is a moron. 2, I don't know. 3, no. When you factor in used games and PS Store, Xbox Live sales, it's about the same or cheaper to buy games on console. Yeah. And 4, obviously yes. I mean, it's not obviously yes for a lot of people, but I mean, I'm not going to say yes, and anyone who says otherwise is a moron.
Right, because
So you're not a moron if you're just uninformed. You're just not informed. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, Infinite Warfare is half off right now. Still costs way too much. I was only able to play it like 40 minutes. Yeah, half off this soon.
Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe not half off this soon. But I mean, I was gonna say, if you look at all of their sales, Activision sales.
Let me go to Steam charts.
Sure. I mean, it's always 50% or something like that. Like the lowest I've ever seen, even World at War, was $15 or 10. It was something like, no, this should be like $10 or not 10, 5.
All right, there's currently 1,800 people playing. As of 40 minutes ago, there's 1,800 people playing, and this is on the free weekend. The free weekend can only get this game up to 1,800, and it was about 2,400 or so earlier on today. It is terrible. I could only play it like 40 minutes and I was done. It was awful. Awful, terrible, horrible game. I would like to play the campaign. I would spend $10 to get the campaign because the game looks really pretty and some of the technology and guns looks really nifty, and I'd like to play the campaign. The multiplayer is wank. Terrible. Garbage. Utter fucking garbage. Don't bother.
And that whole like tacking along the remastered game for...
Oh yeah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Is PC gaming objectively superior to console gaming? 1, no, consoles are better. 2, yes, this is obvious. 3, no, you can't state an opinion as a fact. And 4, yeah, it's coming from you. 4, yes, anyone who thinks otherwise is a moron. Well, this isn't really... I mean, it has objectively more objective advantages than the console has. Whether or not those objective advantages matter to you is up to you. For me, they do. But I mean, we can play word salad and her derma definitions all we want, but PC game. I'm gonna say yes for the simple. See, yes, this is obvious, and yes, anyone who thinks otherwise is a moron. It's like you don't have to tack this stuff up. Just put yes or no, yes, no, or maybe, or I mean,
I mean, it's written in a way to make you, if you don't agree with his side, it's going to make you an a-hole. Like, you have no choice.
All right. The result is PC fanboy. You think that saying that PC gaming is better than console gaming is a factual statement. I don't think I actually... Well, whatever. But you don't go out of your way to attack console gamers. You're still a fanboy, though. Well, I mean, I'm really not. I'm really not, though. There we go. That was a lovely warm-up.
Yep.
Do you want to bring anyone in here? Oh, is Top Hats around? I should get Top Hats in here. He would be good because he does like social justice stuff, and that's obviously.
Do you know what's going on with Top Hats and I right now?
No. Are you guys together? I thought he was married.
No. He made a stupid console peasant quotes video on one of my videos.
Oh, I heard that. Joseph, I'm 25.
Fantastic.
Let me see. Well, let me see if is he around.
No, yeah, see if he's around. I totally love to talk to him. I talked to him the other day. He's a great guy. Like, I don't have any problem with him whatsoever.
Puggo hadn't gotten back to me. Has Queerly Rep Me blocked me yet? I would like to see if he has. They have not. I think that's just, I don't think they check anything. They just post things there. Let me go to... I'm going to be on Honey Badger Radio tomorrow. That'll be nifty.
Oh, very cool.
Jeff, Holiday, Gemini, Rambo's Corner. No. I got to find... Where? There he is.
Sweet.
Can you jump into a stream? He hasn't answered his DMs in a long time, though.
No, he actually hasn't for me either. If you tweet at him, he will. But if you tweet, like, message him, he won't. That's what I've noticed. I'll ask him to.
I would like to get him in here. Because I don't know what time it is in the other world he lives in. Let me see.
Is it? Oh.
Hey, do you want to jump into a stream with Barry and I?
See if he'll jump in later. Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so too.
He's a good guy. He cracks me up.
I like him.
You really should watch the video he made on me. I'm actually gonna make a rebuttal pretty soon, but it was really funny. It was really good.
He says, still providing, 30 minutes ago, he said, still providing care for the wife, who can't get out of bed, gonna have to stream record on the weekend. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no.
Well, maybe he can do it from a phone or something. I don't know. Wait, who is this in here? There's another person in, there's another guest in here.
What? How?
I don't know. Who is this person? There's another person in Rabbit. How did they get the link? Who are you? How do I don't know how to work Rabbit. Here. You there. Wait, can you hear me?
Can you remove it?
Who are you? I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's like
Oh god, you are like
what? There's another one in here too.
Let's make a new one and send me the link.
How the fuck are these people getting this? Well, it doesn't matter. They can't. I'm not streaming their audio, so I guess it technically doesn't. There's another person. So there you go. All right. Well, they're fucking multiplying like rabbits. This guy's name is Yang Xiaolong. Fuck, people are piling on in.
Oh my god.
I think someone might have. These are all. I think somebody might have gotten the link that we've got here.
Oh my god.
Everyone's jumping all in. And, all right, that's fine with me.
That's fine because they can message and we'll be able to see their messages now.
Well, can I? Let me message.
That is
means
fantastic. Look
it
at
shows
all these
on,
people.
Oh, it shows on your screen, I guess. It shows,
I'm so sorry. Oh, was that me?
I don't know. I'm sharing my screen.
It says you're sharing your screen, Rags. It says you're doing it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess everyone's coming in now. That's fine with me. All right, everyone. It's not gonna help. We're not sharing the audio of the stream.
No. Like you guys can talk. That's fine.
Yeah, you can talk, but
we're in Discord, so we can't hear you.
My audio is using Discord, so it doesn't really matter. All right, here we go. That is funny though. That's really funny.
Let's look at all of that.
If you're a guest, it just shows you as a rabbit. That's great.
Okay.
All right. People say I have the URL at the top. I was like, yeah, I thought it was a different. I thought if you went to it, you would have to.
Right. There'd be like a password.
Yeah, if there's like an invite
or
something. Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's fine. Everyone can pile in. Whatever. That's fine. We're gonna break Rabbit, but that's okay. All right. We're gonna do this survey. We're gonna do this survey. We're gonna take the survey.
Okay. Just so everybody knows, I have no control over the survey. He is sharing his screen through Rabbit, as you probably know, and I'm gonna watch, and we're gonna kind of comment on it together. So
it'll be great. So everybody. Okay, Top Hat said it would love to, but I have chores to do for my incapacitated waifu. I mean, wife.
Aww. Well, tell him I hope she feels better.
Rags, please look up Hired Ops on Steam, please, while you're still live streaming. No. Let's see. Okay, Representations of Diversity in Games 2017 survey. Thank you for agreeing to participate. Oh, and by the way, guys, the person whose survey this is, they have blocked me. Can I scroll down? Okay, good. The fan art's gone. This person has blocked me. So I don't know exactly who they are, but this is Elena M. Cole. And Elena M. Cole has blocked me, and I've never talked to this person ever. All right? No clue. I've never talked to this person before. No idea why. No clue. No clue. But she's blocked me. But we're going to take her survey. It'll be fantastic. So thank you for agreeing to participate in the survey. Your contribution is valuable and will greatly help... You gotta turn that off. Will greatly help... Where was I? Greatly help with my research on how diverse groups are represented in games. Which will make, of course, the human race a better place. Their survey will ask you a sequence of questions about representation of diversity, particularly diverse sexualities and genders in games. The data collected in this survey will be used to inform journalistic and academic writing exploring representation, which means that you and I are going to fuck up academia, or we're going to put it on the right track, whichever. This data will build on preliminary findings collected in an existing survey, as well as my ongoing research in the area. All identifying information will be removed from your responses. Survey will take 15 minutes to complete. For more information, you are welcome to contact me at my Gmail or on Twitter, unless I've blocked you, in which case it will be difficult to contact me. I should send her an email. I should send her an email and say, hey, you blocked me, and your survey said to... Oh, well. Here we go.
All right.
Representations are... Okay. Question 1. How often do you think about whether there are people similar to you in terms of race, gender, sexuality, body type, etc. in the games you play? 1 to 5. Not at all or very often.
Never.
Yeah, I never think about it.
I never think about whether people look similar to me. That's a weird question.
I don't think about it. Someone sent me on Steam message said the bunnies are breeding faster than flies. It's like, yeah, so like I said, you guys can jump in, but nothing's gonna happen. We can't hear you, and the chat's closed, so you could hear each other, I suppose. You could see each other, but you're basically just going from one chat room to another chat. That's fine, but there are a lot of bunnies, and we are gonna definitely putting stress tests on Rabbit.
How hefty is the site? Like,
I don't know. This is my first time using it. Jeff Holiday used it, and we watched some stuff sometimes. But
okay.
Don't know anything about it actually, as you can tell because we have it's basically Watership Down up in this biznitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it definitely is.
Not at all. Never think about gender. Never think about race, sexuality, body type, etc. Unless it feels shoehorned in. But I can't really think of any examples off the top of my head. It just doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, no, I've never, not one time. I mean, especially when most of these games, the only time I've ever thought about it is when I'm customizing my own character to make them look like me. But I mean, that's like on my own accord. I'm not,
Let me see. Someone said the room size is max 25 anyway, so I don't know if it's just. I don't know. Can I see how many people are in here? I don't know. Let me see. How often do you think about whether there are people from a range of diversity groups, including those you don't identify with, in the games you play? And I assume that would be, for me, middle class. Let's see. Range of diversity. So I'm a middle class, Western civilization, middle class American, white, bisexual, atheist male. And, I mean, I guess that's what, in American culture, in terms of that, I don't think it matters. In fact, I don't think about whether they're there or not. If they're there, they're there. But if they're not there, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, generally, I mean, you're supposed to develop the character as you go. You're not supposed to wonder if it's going to happen or why there isn't or is.
And I assume this is also referring to like the environment around your character and the world that your character is in. The first one, well, one of them is about gender, race, sexuality, body type, and the second one is from what is it? How often do you think about whether there are people? No, I don't think about that shit. It doesn't matter. I'm sure there's fucking nuance there, but I don't give a shit. Do you consider it important to represent diverse identities in games?
Huh.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Do you?
It depends on what they're talking about. I mean, what do you mean by, what are you thinking when they say diverse identities?
Diverse identities? Well, knowing this person, it means primarily their skin color.
Yeah, okay, then no. I don't know her the way you do. I was just gonna say because I'm thinking of this like as a video game. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what the topic's on. So when I have characters that are diverse, I think that is important. But represent diverse identities in the form of like,
who's coughing?
Wait, are you kidding me? I thought that was. Wait a minute. That's not from me.
It's not from me. Here. No, I'll just. Can I mute? I can't mute tab.
Hello?
Yeah,
there's nobody.
Hello?
There's someone in here.
There's someone on the fucking rabbit. Some of the rabbits. Everyone's the fucking rabbit in here. Can I just...
I was looking at the Discord real quick.
Yeah, there's no one in the Discord, so whoever's doing that is... I guess they found a way to...
You can mute rabbit. I go to volume and mute rabbit.
There we go.
There you go.
It's the people who... Well, I can't. It won't let me mute the fucking tab. This is the one... It won't let me mute this tab.
Go down to the bottom. Go down to the bottom. There's an HD down next to HD in the bottom middle. Volume.
Yeah, I have my volume at 0, but I guess that's just for the.
What the hell? Oh,
Here.
that's for playback, I'm sure.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Feedback?
Oh well.
No.
Such a shame, and I don't think I can scroll through the users either.
There's just some random dude in here.
Just some random dude. That's all right. It's okay. Do you consider it important to represent diverse identities? Well, with that, I think what they probably mean is what they probably mean by that.
Oh my god.
Awesome. I gotta figure out how this works out because the people are jumping in here playing music.
Oh my god.
Everyone's playing music. I don't know how to work Rabbit. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me do this.
Is there a way to get the link and then hide the link?
Disable. Well, here, let's lock the room.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let me see.
Everyone's going nuts in chat.
Everyone's like, oh,
what
shit.
happened?
It's great.
Oh.
Let me see.
Is that you snapping? That is
nope,
you, right?
That's not me, no.
I thought that was you. Okay,
so what I will do is here, let me do this. All right. Here, I don't know how this works. I seriously don't know how this works. So let me see here. I went to desktop audio and turned that down.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, we got sucked. All right, that's okay then.
Okay, how do wait?
Well, here's what I'll do. Can you follow the Can you go ahead and just follow the? Because I'm still live. So can you want to just follow the
The what?
Can you go to my? Well, can you open my stream and follow it along, or do you want me to just read you the shit?
Oh. No, leave.
Yeah, because I didn't care until people started the music.
Was that from me?
I don't know. I know I closed Rabbit. I just closed Rabbit, and I'm just looking at the survey in a different tab now.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Let me grab the survey so I can run through it with you.
Yeah, sure. Let me send you the link real quick.
Okay.
So that's funny though.
Yeah. Oh man.
Because I assumed with Rabbit you would give the link because the room is under my profile name Rags.
Yeah.
So I assumed that anyone could go there, but it said you need permission or you don't have a link or such and such. But that's okay. We can just use this. That's fine.
Okay. So
everyone at home can read along.
Right. So I hit next, and you said not at all.
And then
no.
Do you consider it important to represent diverse identities in games? And I said no. Because I think that should be up to each individual developer to want to add. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
Right. I see what you're pointing at. I mean, games they're a work of art. And that developer who puts themselves in the game, like I think Jim Sterling had something to say about that a little bit ago, but the developer putting themselves in the game. I mean,
someone said mute Chrome. It's like, well, I can't mute the tab. I could mute Chrome, I suppose.
It doesn't matter. I mean, we both have the survey now, so it doesn't really
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But it's good that I know how to do that now. So it was a learning experience. All right, so I put no, and I guess if people would put yes if they think it's important to have their own identities, especially represented in games, and I don't think that at all, really. I don't think that it's important for you to be represented in games because games are about delving. I think it's about going into other anythings to go into because you play fantasy characters and fantasy worlds and science fiction places, and you go everywhere. You can go everywhere. People are saying you can mute tabs. It's like, well, you can except for Rabbit. Believe me, that's the first thing I tried. Is like, I'll just mute this tab. And Chrome's like, nope. So I still think no. I don't think it's important to represent diverse identities in games. I think if people want to, they can, and if people don't buy into it, then it's not something that's wanted anyway.
I definitely see that.
And of course, it says, while considering your answer to the previous question, please explain why not.
Well, we did that.
Well, yeah, they want us to write it out for the survey, though. While considering
what?
They wanted to write it out. You're on the survey, right?
Yeah.
It says, while considering your answer to the previous question, please explain why. Why not? And then you type in your answer.
Oh, wow. They legitimately do want that. Okay, so while considering your answer, please explain.
I don't think the point of game. Well, I guess that's the fun. I don't. I think it's more important. Your keyboard is loud as fuck.
I'm sorry.
I think it's more important.
Here, I'm just gonna do this.
Well,
I'll just do this.
I don't think. Well, just don't slap it with your sausages. That's all you gotta do. Just don't slap it. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what would be a good short way to phrase it. I think it's I think gaming is about exploring other. I don't know. I don't even know. While considering your answer to the previous question, please explain why not. No, it's like it doesn't add to the. It doesn't have anything to do with fun. Necessarily have anything to do with fun. Thing to do with the quality of the game. There.
I said I don't see an importance to these subjects when it comes to gaming.
As I said, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the quality of the game.
Oh my god. The next page is awful.
Okay, what details would make you love a game's character creation screen or system? Why? Boob size, vagina tightness, and no. When I'm making a character in a game, basically, what things would I want to see that I don't normally see?
Character creation.
Because normally they have height, and I assume most things will have like fit. You know, your character's thickness level, for instance. Let me see here. Sorry, just looking at a message real quick. But I mean, things that are not normal. I mean, you really kind of, it's really just the depth of what you have in terms of, like, there's some character creations will go all out. They'll let you adjust the depth of your eyes or your cheekbones or things like that. And your height and how thick your character is. Of course, your gender, male or female, because there are, of course, only two genders. And you have, I mean, like, maybe race in a lot of games, like MMOs and stuff. Bulge size, people are saying. The sound of some people are saying the sound of your voice, and that's a good one because in a lot of games they let you choose from presets. Right. Let me see. I would like. Well, what would make me love a character creation screen system? I guess that we don't normally see. I don't know. Normally I just kind of work with what I've got, but I guess. I don't know. Like maybe
I've never.
Someone
I've
said
never, like,
background of the character. Someone said trans option. Eye color. A lot of people have eye colors. Before. Thickness. Yeah, thickness, or let's say thickness. I would like to adjust the breast size of characters. No joke. I would. I'd like to adjust the breast size of characters. I wish more game character. I mean, I'm gonna put species because I'm of games where there are multiple species in the game, like Mass Effect and something, but you have to play as a human. And I understand it makes sense to the story, but I mean, I would like for more games that are kind of like that to let you choose your species. And that would open up a lot of things in terms of how you're viewed, especially if there was racial elements in games like Elder Scrolls games or Oblivion. Sorry, or Witcher, for instance. But I don't know. We can come back to that if we need it. But
one thing that I don't tend to see a lot, I mean, I only see them really in Dark Souls games, is you get like special items to start out with.
Everyone said the stream went offline. Video output too low.
Mine's
we're not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So what I'll do is, let's see if we can. That's weird. . 'Cause So let me see if that'll pop up in a second, because it says that YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Do you think it's because I was kind of lingering? Oh, it's back. People are saying just refresh.
It's probably fine.
Let me start streaming again. See if that kicks us back up here. Let's give it a wee bit of a shout here. Goodbye, Manatee. Because everyone's going fucking ridiculous. That's okay. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. First try, arcs. It's back now. Okay, people saying it's back. All right, that's good. All right, it's back, boys. All right, so I think it happened because we're overthinking this. I think it's because we're overthinking this, but that's okay. What is an example of a character creation screen system that you love?
Ooh.
Let me see. One that I really like.
I liked the one in The Division, but it wasn't...
I never played The Division. But, I mean, there are ones like... Fallout 4's was pretty good. Fallout 4's was good. It let you get pretty extensive. I mean, it did race, gender. It did all sorts of stuff with the face and everything. Skyrim's is pretty good. Skyrim is a pretty good one.
Skyrim is actually... Yeah, I'd say that's probably one of the best ones because of all the different races and then everything you can do to them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Skyrim.
Let me see. What other ones are really good that I'm trying to think of here? Doom's was pretty shit. Let me see. There is... Oh, man. Now that I think about it, because so many games now, it's a predetermined character.
What about GTA Online?
GTA Online.
That's a good one.
GTA Online. There is... What about... I heard that the Saints Row is really good.
Yes, it really is very good. It lets you customize voice and body style. You can literally change the character to any color you want to. I mean, that one is extremely good.
Yeah, I'll go with we'll put Saints Row in there too. I haven't played it, but I've seen some of it, and I've heard good things about it.
It's really good.
So let's see. What details would make you dislike a game's character creation screen system? So I guess what they're asking here, I think the spirit of what this is asking is they don't like to have... They're asking you what you don't like to see in terms of what things does it let you change you shouldn't be able to change. I feel like that's the spirit of this question.
So what shouldn't I restrict me? What?
Yeah, pretty much. What should it restrict you to? Or what would make you dislike a game's character creation? I guess it wouldn't be it's just not enough details.
I was gonna say I would say the same, because I wouldn't want, if a game was saying, hey, you could build this character any way you want to, I wouldn't want to be restricted in any way.
I wouldn't either. I mean, oh yeah, of course, penis size. We'll go up there. Let's see, not enough details for it really is what kills it. Because if there's only a couple things to choose from and they all suck, you're just like, well, fuck, I'm just kind of stuck with this ugly piece of shit.
Right. I just have to go with one of the presets. I mean, generally when they do that, I just stick with a preset.
What details? Oh, someone on Steam said personality type.
That's interesting.
Because
that's actually a good one for the first one.
That's actually that might actually not be pretty bad here. Because, well, I mean, it could go both ways, because personality types normally can have positives and negatives to them, or that's at least how a lot of games use them.
Okay.
So
think of it in the way of The Sims or Darkest Dungeon, where you have to pick a good for a bad as well.
I'll put personality traits for what I would make it love it. Because, I mean, that's a lot like Death Road to Canada is a really good indie game, and that's something in that game is these personality traits are ups and downs. And Fallout used to have that in 3 in New Vegas, where it wouldn't necessarily be related to your personality, but there would be positives and negatives to having, like, you'd shoot 10% slower, but you'd be 10% more accurate, things like that, trade-offs. But what details would make me dislike a game character's creation screen? ideology someone is saying. I mean, that might be a good answer because ideologies aren't like personalities or anything. It would make you. It would kind of.
What details
Or beliefs. Like what if I wouldn't like it? I wouldn't like it if it gave.
You know what? Yeah,
Beliefs.
Forced beliefs. Like if they shoved it down your throat.
Yeah, because you don't choose what you believe.
Right.
So being able to starting a character and saying that I believe it could be literally anything, means that even though you as a player might believe something different, your character wouldn't be able to change that necessarily. Basically, it would turn it into like a stat where you would have to, your character would have to undergo something in the game in order to have that belief changed.
Right.
But I think that should be something up to the player to choose, and then the player has their beliefs, and their beliefs change as a player, and then they use their character in the game to influence that. But I think the character itself having a belief, not necessarily. I don't think that would necessarily be good, especially in a game where you have to make decisions.
Right. So forced beliefs is actually a really good one.
And imagine if you have a forced belief and that grays out options of actions you can take, because your character will not do it.
Right. And the other problem would be that generally the character that you're making does kind of symbolize you in a lot of ways. I mean, a lot of people like to make themselves in the video game. So if they had to work a certain way in this video game that goes against how they would work in real life, I mean, that could put people off big time.
Yeah. I think that's a good one there. I wouldn't like it if you had to believe. Well, let's think if there are things about the player themselves that they may not want to see in their characters, like beliefs and biases, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Beliefs, biases.
Okay, what about along with forced beliefs? What about sexuality traits too?
Like yeah, that's a good one too.
Preferences,
and that'll make this chick mad too because she's obviously all about super inclusion. Everyone should be represented, but I wouldn't want my character's sexuality to be determined. I would want my I would want just me as a player to choose who my character wants to bone, for instance, and based on the people around me, that would determine. Like in Mass Effect, if you wanted to get with Garrus as your romantic option, you had to be a female because he's only into chicks.
Right.
So you may be gay, you may be straight, you may be bisexual, but Garrus only swings that one way.
To be portrayed in your character too.
Yeah, but that's just you. I mean, if I don't understand why if you were gay, why you would want your character to be straight. I mean, there's no need to restrict yourself to that. If there's no need for a restriction there. Or you could just have your character tell another character if they ask you, and it wouldn't have to be a stat or a trait. It could just be, I don't know. Maybe there could be a game about you discovering your gayness. Who knows?
Your gayness.
Your gayness.
One that for Saints Row, if we're talking about Saints Row, you can actually just walk up to any character and just have sex with them like on the spot. That kind of cracks me up.
Someone's talking about what if they forced your gender and race and all that stuff. But they do that in a lot of games anyway. I think the problem is when they gave, like with Rust when they did it, is they let you choose and they let you make your character and then they took it away. And then they said the reason was basically we just want to see more diversity.
Right.
We want everyone should be a fucking rainbow.
Right. Yeah. I mean that does kind of suck that they attach it to your gamer tag or whatever.
Yeah, your Steam ID.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's good for now. Don't force beliefs or biases, and don't have us choose a sexuality for the character. Just let that, because that's all player stuff that they use the character in the game to influence. But let's move on. What is an example of a character creation screen or system that you dislike and why?
What's one that I disliked?
I mean, there's probably a ton of really crappy ones that just don't even come to mind.
Right, but they're probably not bad for the reason she's asking for. They're probably bad because they just don't give you, like maybe they're just bad mechanics wise, or don't give you a lot of options.
Well, I think what you might be saying is there a character creation system that's not inclusive enough for you? Like maybe you don't
that's
feel like it
hidden.
represent knowing the person who's doing this survey and looking at some of her tweets and the fact that she's a huge fan of what is it? What's it? What is it? Queerly represent me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Queerly represent me. I mean, it just kind of it feels like it would be really loaded. Like for her, it's obvious she's huge. I mean, she wants something queerly represent me. I mean, she wants more queers represented in games. More queer, trans, bi, whatevers. I don't know. So I assume that when she asks this question, what she means is, are you pissed off at a character creation screen that didn't include what you want, what you are, basically?
Okay, well then there are no examples of that. I've never thought this deep into this social problem before. I can't. I mean, I can recall ones that suck. I can recall ones that weren't great for me because they didn't offer me, like, what if they didn't make my character look like me? They weren't, they didn't have enough to make my character look the way I wanted him to. That's annoying.
I just put some just aren't extensive enough for aesthetic reasons. Because there's some that, like Divinity Original Sin is an excellent game, but the character creation is like, you could do way better.
Mm-hmm.
So you would eventually have to, and one of the things that was bad about it is your portrait, there were predetermined portraits for your character, but you could also kind of customize your character's face and hair and all that. So getting them to match up was just not like a thing, and that bugged the hell out of me. That was dumb on that game's part. But I'm going to move on to the next page here. All right, when creating a character, how significant would the inclusion of the following elements in a character creation screen or system be to you? Diverse sexuality options is not at all significant to me. Because that should be up to me as a player, not the character that I'm playing.
Whoa. I didn't do that. I hovered over it and it chose one.
Oh no. Well, can't you change it?
No, you can.
Okay, good. But I put not significant at all because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because then it starts to get into the thing of, I mean, what if the developer wants to have you create a character, but for the story they're telling, the character has to have a certain sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you can use that as obviously a story element in the game where you could romance this person or this person, but if you're gay, for instance, and these other two people are the other gender, that's not going to work as a story element. So it's not significant at all for me. More than one gender option.
I actually like that.
Yeah, I think that's very significant. I think being able to choose your gender, there's no reason not to, because gender doesn't necessarily have to influence really anything. It does in a lot of games, but there's for the most part, I can't see how gender would affect or would have to affect a lot of things. You go into Guild Wars or World of Warcraft and like all the genders are equal in this world. It's like, okay, in terms of rights and stuff. So then it doesn't really matter. It's just aesthetic. And that's how most games treat gender. It's just aesthetic. So go ahead and make it. Yeah, there you go. More than two gender options. Not at all significant.
No, not at all. Especially like the including non-binary. I don't have a problem with it, but it's not something that I ever sit back and go, oh my god, no, they don't have a non-binary person in this game.
Because
I'm so mad.
There's two genders. That's it. You're either one or there's only two genders. There's only two genders that exist. There's male and there's female. And if this trans isn't a gender, it means you're going from one to the other. So at one point, you stop becoming one and you're another one, or you want to be referred to one as the other one. I mean, that's why Blair White, for instance, she's trans and she is a she. Right? She doesn't say,
right.
She's a she.
She doesn't say, transgender. I'm a woman.
Riley J. Dennis is a female because that's what she wants to be. She's not trans. I mean, it's just not that's I mean, I'd like, unless I'm wrong, I think that's how it is.
Well, there are YouTubers at least that I've seen that classify as non-binary as in they don't have one at all.
But you do, don't you?
Right, you do.
It's like that's like saying like you can, and of course we're not talking about the weird stuff, and this is different from sex. But I mean, you're You're one or the other. I mean, you can't. And if you're saying you flip flop every other day, so that means that you are only one. You just change it. That's not a separate gender. It just means you're different. I don't know. But to me, it's not important at all to have anything more than another gender.
No.
Because I just doesn't. I don't see how that would make any. I don't. How would that even matter if you're a developer? If you're a developer and someone said you have male, female, and you have to add a third gender, you're like, well, what does this matter? What could possibly be in this game in which that would matter?
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm thinking of Binding of Isaac right now. If you asked the developer, what sex one of the characters is, he would say that they are no gender. They're genderless. They're this pure entity. But it's a different kind of thing. It's more like a godlike kind of thing, purest form of human creation kind of thing. I can see where he's coming from with that. I don't think he meant to do it as in like a non-binary thing. He meant to do it as in like a different form, next evolutionary step in humans kind of thing. I can see that from his point of view, or the reason he did it.
Mm-hmm. I'll try to get Fringy in here.
Okay, cool. I've actually never talked to Fringy before.
Yeah, we haven't talked about. We should do more stuff like this, but let me.
I agree.
Let me see.
I think we should get the 4 horsemen of PC gaming in here. That'd be you, myself, Fringy, and Top Hats.
Yeah, it's a shame that Blackbuster Critics just gone somewhere else. That's a shame.
Yeah.
God, I would like to get him into this. I really would. If that's a shame. But let's keep going with this, and I'll check back every once in a while. Oh, I already got a message. No, that's just Twitter lagging.
Darn.
All right, diverse pronoun options. I think it's important in the sense that it would suck out the immersion of the game if you were playing as a female and everyone called you he.
Yeah, obviously.
I know what they're trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Like it should be what do you want people to call you, and then they would automatically do it.
Right. Yeah.
Or you would have an offense simulator, and people would get it wrong because you look like a woman, even though
where's that list? I gotta go from this list. The 36 genders. This is fantastic. Where is it? 31. Oh, wow. I think there are more than there are.
Oh boy.
No, this. No, that's not it. There were more.
Max Bear's in the chat. Oh boy, get ready. But diverse pronoun options. I think it is more significant than it is not significant. But I don't think it's for the reason that they want. But it's still somewhat significant because again, it would pull you out of the it would pull you out of the immersion if you were female and everyone called you he.
It definitely would, but then on the opposite spectrum, right here, I just pulled it up. If you sexual identify as an androgen homosexual male, I mean, and you put that in for your character pronoun, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I mean it's more options to the player, but I think that maybe it's just going too far. I don't know, because I don't want to say that I would have a problem with that being in there if someone who was considered themselves, let's say they consider themselves transgender, and they wanted to be called. I don't want to be identified as a male or female. I want you to identify me as non-binary. I don't think that would affect me, so I don't think I'd have a problem with that. How important is it that it's in the video game? Is that the question?
How significant would the inclusion of the following elements in a character creation screen be to you? It would be... I guess when you word it like that, people would automatically use the pronouns of what they would see.
Mm-hmm.
So it would only matter, how long? I don't know. You can hang out as long as you want. So let's do that. Let me bring this over here, and I'll give him the... Let's see. I'll give him the link here.
Sweet.
the survey real quick. Yeah, I'll keep Twitter over there. All right, so we'll see if he wants to join in for a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. But
yeah,
I guess in that sense, I don't know, that's such a weird. I wish they were more. I mean, it's a little important. I guess I would rather see it than not see it. It doesn't really affect me, but I don't think it's that significant. I mean,
so like I'd say like 1 or 2 because I would prefer it if they said instead of saying Barry, instead it's like he walked through the woods. Barry walked through the woods.
Like in Dragon Age 2, everyone called you Hawk.
Right.
Instead of, he or she. I don't know. It's been so long. Sure. Okay. I gave him the link, and he could pop in here. Because he said he's streaming, too. Everyone's just fucking streaming. So he said he could pop in and stream it as well. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Sure, go for it.
Cool.
You don't have to listen. Oh, wait, you do have to listen. You can survey taking. You can just listen if you want and talk. We'll read the questions. All right. Yeah, we'll try that, and I'll look for him in the Discord here. I sent him a link.
Good.
Okay. Diverse race, ethnicity options. I think that's very significant. If you're gonna make a character, but you're not gonna let me choose my race and ethnicity.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no reason. I mean, that's one of the staples of a character creation is basically being able to choose that.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't have that, it obviously is really, really lacking something. Only the most rudimentary of character creation screens have that. No, that's a staple. Diverse body type and size options.
I think that's pretty important.
Yeah, I would say that's a 2 or 3. Let me see. But yeah, I'd say it's. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily the most important because if it's using like a model for characters that it just edits, for instance, and I guess especially for a lot of devs, here, let me bring him up here. He says he's here.
Sweet.
I don't see him though. He says he's in the Game Talk podcast. He says he is, but I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
I want to drag him up here.
Different name? Or does he go by Fringy on here?
I assume he would go by Fringy.
He goes by his real name.
Here he is.
Oh, there he is.
Well, fuck, Fringy is shit because now I have to bump him up room by room. I can't just drag him. I can't just drag him straight up because it won't scroll.
Wow.
I have to get into this, and I have to scroll up, then I have to leapfrog him up. Let me get a water real quick. I'll be right back.
Hello. Oh, how are you?
Hopefully I don't drop.
Yeah, you're streaming too right now, yeah?
Yeah, I just started streaming.
I'm gonna DMCA take down your video.
So is this some sort of survey about diversity in gaming? What's this about?
Pretty much. We found the survey. This person blocked me on Twitter, and somebody said they had a survey. And so it's a representations of diversity in game survey.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So we're going
I'm sick of this shit.
So we're going through it, and right now what the question is when creating a character, how significant would the inclusion of the following elements in a character creation screen be to you? And right now we're on diverse body size and type options.
Well, that's a dumb one, because if I'm playing a video game, that should probably be quite athletic. I'm just putting it out there. Like, it would be a bit odd if I was playing a shooter where I could customize my character and they're like fat and nearly diabetic.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
I was gonna say I put very significant in that one. Rags said otherwise.
I said I mean it would. I don't think it's that important. I don't think it's that important,
No.
especially because that could affect the models of what your character can wear.
That's true.
So a lot of
that would make it really difficult.
Yeah, so if you're a small sort of, if you're a small kind of company.
Well, if they developed the game properly, then the armor would adjust accordingly.
Well, that's not. I don't think that's.
Yeah, but
this,
it
I
looks
think
like
that's easy.
shit, though.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah,
easier
it's
said
not
than
that
done.
easy. It's not
Yeah.
that easy. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really think diversity really matters in most mediums. Like, I don't think it's particularly important what the skin color of a person is or what gender they are, as long as they're good characters and it's a good story. I guess that's antiquated thinking now.
I'm gonna put 2 for just. I think it's more significant than not significant, but I think there are some that only changes it a little bit, right? So I think that's fine,
Yeah.
but I don't think it is super significant that you should be able to choose how tall you are. Joseph Cartwright is asked like 7 times if I'm single, but with that, I just don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly. I mean,
Okay, I'm just gonna read out. Oh, sorry, you go ahead.
I got next is options for involuntary skin markings, blemishes, freckles, and scars.
Okay, before we answer this one, what do you think she means by that? Because there's always this hidden.
Well,
hidden
it
layer.
says blemishes, freckles, scars, etc. So like in Fallout and stuff, you can have like scars on your face or tattoos.
I see that.
No,
but
those are
this-
involuntary. Tattoos are
This
next.
seems straightforward.
I would say it's not significant at all.
You don't think so?
No, because that has
cares?
nothing to do with anything. I mean,
I was
it's nice if
actually
it
gonna
does. It's nice if it does, but I don't think it's significant at all.
I don't think I've ever put blemishes or freckles or scars on my characters in any of the video games that allow you to.
In some, I might, because if
Nah.
it's like a wasteland game and I'm trying to build this tough-looking sort of person, it's like, yeah, they got fucked up in the cheek that one time, and now it's so like there's like a bullet grazed their eyebrow, and so now they're like scar but not a line, you know. Some people say my audio is a bit low.
Cool.
Of course, my Steam notification
Like,
covers up my Windows notification.
Do you generally put scars in Fringy?
No. I usually just I try and make the best black guy that I can. Some games make it a bit difficult, but it's usually just a black guy who doesn't have any scars or anything. Maybe a scar, but it's not really a big deal. I think it's just something that should be in a game because if people want the options to customize their characters, you should go all out.
Yeah, but this
Otherwise,
isn't.
You get sort of like the Division where you have 6 or 7 presets.
Yeah, but
Right.
this is about how significant it would be. Like how significant it would be
That-
to you. So, I mean, I don't think that's a very significant thing. I mean, it's definitely a positive, and in no way could it be a negative. I don't think, but I don't think it's significant.
It's not very important. Like, it's just sort of there.
You know, like if it
It's
wasn't
not-
an
it's
option for
definitely
me,
not
I
gonna be a
wouldn't.
thing where I'm like, man, I regret spending it. Yeah. Hold on, I'm just up to the first question. It already seems like a kind of a dumb question. How often do you think about whether there are people similar to you? I don't really. I play video games because I don't want to be me. Like, I'm me all the time. Who gives a shit if other people are like me in a video game?
Are you going through this? Are you going through it with us? Get up.
Yeah, I'll try and catch up to you.
Get up to
Yeah.
page 4 real quick, and we'll banter a bit. But we're at page 4.
Just give me a second.
And the next thing that we've got is options for voluntary skin markings like tattoos, piercings, etc. And I think it's the same. It's just it's
I
nice.
agree.
It's nice, but it's not like super. It's not significant.
Mhm.
But it's definitely always welcome if they want to let me have a tattoo or a piercing or something.
Right. I mean, more options is better, but the question is just.
I will say though, I will say that in real life, facial piercings do not make you more attractive.
That's
Just
subjective,
say it.
isn't it?
No,
That's
it's
subjective,
no,
isn't
it's objective.
That's objective.
Objectively, putting metal in your fucking face is not attract. It does not make you more attractive. The best it will do for you is that you come out neutral in the end. The best you can hope for is that you don't lose anything because of it.
So, okay. So if you were pretty before, you'd still be pretty after, but it doesn't make you
No.
hotter.
Best case scenario, it won't make you look worse. Like if you put Like, if you put like a nose ring, nose rings don't make you look any more attractive.
Yeah.
All right. The little lip piercings, or if they go through the bottom of your mouth.
Yeah.
Those don't make you. No. Eyebrow. No. It's just no.
Hold on. I wanna bring up something. I'm up to page 3 now. Like, why more than 2 gender options? What the? No. There's not more than 2. No.
Yeah, we were. We noticed that. We noticed that. Yep. It was that was a thing.
What do I mean diverse sexuality options? You got 3. You like fucking girls, you like fucking boys, or both, or none. That's it.
And then we get into this thing about what's the point of like pansexual and pansexual and bisexual, because there's only 2 genders. But I guess it's for your sex, not your gender, because I don't know, we can get into that later. I don't know, someone who's pansexual can explain to me why I don't just call them bisexual.
I mean, I would say that more than 1 gender option is pretty important, like in an RPG with a character creator system.
Yeah, having 2 is important.
It should just be expected.
But they're asking about
like,
more.
Unless we're talking about a game like The Witcher with a preset. Yeah, no. That's no.
And in the sense,
can't even really explain why.
And in the sense of The Witcher, it would matter from a narrative standpoint. Because males are superior to females in that time.
Diverse pronoun options not significant.
Well, I put slightly significant on that, because it could, if you are being misgendered, not in the like the normal SJW sense, but if your character is female and everyone's calling you a him, that can draw you out of the yeah. So I don't think it's. I mean, I think they meant for like choosing pronouns, but I think in technicality that's sort of, you know.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I'd say race options are pretty important. If you want to.
I put very
the
significant.
whole point of an RPG is to insert yourself. Yeah, but
well, insert not necessarily yourself, but insert really anything you want. I think race and ethnicity is very important. I mean, if your character creation doesn't have race or ethnicity, that's like missing gender almost. Like, you missed a big one.
That's alienating. It definitely is, because like the whole point of an RPG for a lot of people is to create yourself in the game world, and if you don't give people the option to make themselves to like a reasonable standard, like black or Asian or girl or whatever, then that's kind of dumb. I'm up to chronic health conditions. Wheelchair use, that would break the fucking game. So no.
Options for visible chronic health conditions: vision impairment, loss of limbs, wheelchair use. Like, reload this gun. I can't. I've only got one arm. Like that, you'd have to have a game, an entire game based around that.
That's like.
Could you imagine? It's like, oh, you got to climb up this mountain. Well, I got no legs, so how's this gonna work?
So, I mean, that
would you want that?
You would have to. I mean, I know games are terribly ableist and everything, but if you wanted to be a wheelchair-bound character, that would have to be like the game would have to be based around that. That is a significant change in your body.
Happy Wheels.
I mean, you can't be the Dragonborn and also be a cripple in a wheelchair.
No, you can't.
I mean, you don't have the necessary mobility to, you know, first off, Skyrim is not wheelchair accessible. You would have movement issues. I mean, there are lots of like, good luck getting to frickin' the dragon, Parthenax or whatever his name is, the wheelchair. It would be difficult.
Platformers are not wheelchair accessible either.
The Journey of 1,000 Steps is
like it's wheelchair accessible.
Yeah, someone can just mod it into a game, and you can, you know, because in real life, ramps aren't actually invisible. They're not actually invisible. Stairs aren't invisible ramps. They're actually they're, you know, but I think that's not at all significant. That's silly. No. That could ruin. I mean, realistic graphics. It's not significant at all for me.
I think, to me, it depends on what the game is. Like, if the game's going for a cartoonish style, then it's not a big deal. But if it's meant to be, like, from Battlefield, I expect good graphics. I guess it depends from series to series or what type of game it is.
I turned my graphics all the way down in Battlefield to get my precious frames at the end anyway. But
representations of diversity in games, when it comes to that.
All
Is
right.
graphics important?
No,
I wouldn't say so.
I don't think so either. I mean, like I mentioned Death
I
Road to
forgot
Canada
that's what
before,
this is about.
and that's like a
Right.
16-bit
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, because you
And-
kind of forget. You sit here and you're like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool to me. That's pretty. Oh no, wait, we're talking about SGW crap here. Forgot.
Because I could boot it. Let's see. Because I can check.
Sorry, wait, say again. Right. You're dying.
That's right.
Maybe dropped.
No, I'm
Oh,
good.
there we
We're
go.
here. Yeah, I was just loading something up. Just checking something up. So,
Oh, okay.
realistic graphics, not all significant. Yeah, because you don't have to. You can have a 16-bit game and still choose your height, your size, your race, your gender, your ethnicity, blah 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 blah. And a lot of the times people focus on graphics too much anyway. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
I'm up to page 5. I'll read it out. It says, do you consider it important to be able to play as a character similar to yourself in terms of gender, race, sexuality, body type, etc. in games that have character creator screens? Why not?
I put no.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to say no as well. Like, it's not really that important. And the main reason why is it's a video game and not real life.
Right.
I'm me all the time. I don't need to play as me again.
Exactly. I want to be that other person, that person I'd never be in.
And someone in chat asks, if you have a disability in real life, why would you want it in a fantasy?
Exactly.
Yeah, that basically the whole point of video games is escapism. And if I don't want to play a game where it's like go to work, pay taxes. Like, that's boring.
Yeah, I put no because I play, and one of the things I play games I play games in part to escape the real world and to partake in fantasy. I mean, I don't need to see myself in these characters to immerse myself in the world or to have fun. Because how many game characters actually represent us? Like 0?
Mm-hmm.
Very few.
I mean,
like, we may be relatable to them in terms of characteristics,
sort
or
of,
attributes, I guess, in terms of personality. But I mean, that's not what makes an interesting character. I mean, you look at some of the best characters in film. Nobody can relate to Hannibal Lecter, but that's what makes him an interesting character. Because you can't relate. I mean, you can see where he's coming from, but you can't relate to him because we're nothing like him.
And it's the foreignness of a lot of characters that makes them interesting. It's the exotic nature that they have. And a lot of people are just, I mean, if you can't enjoy a video game without having the video game protagonist be the same skin color as you, I mean, come on, man. Really? It's like I don't
It's not a big deal.
I don't see myself in Geralt because he's white. He's a white male. I see him because he does what I tell him to do, and his actions influence the world, and I'm the one telling him what to do. And because the world is crafted well, so I can put myself in it easily, and because there's enough familiar elements of it, that doesn't mean Geralt obviously doesn't represent me because I'm a fucking white male.
Exactly.
And here's something that I'll just say, like, if I'm in an RPG where I can choose to play as a non-human character, I usually will, because I find, like, for example, if you've got Elder Scrolls or something, like, I remember I played ESO and I chose a Khajiit character, and it was precisely because, like, I wanted to play something that wasn't common.
Yeah.
It's more interesting that way.
Yeah, I played as a
I'm not a fucking bipedal cat.
and I had like my mage was Breton, my sneaky character was a Khajiit, my warrior was an orc. It just they kind of fit this sort of stereotypical roles that kind of help you to put yourself in there sometimes. My Guild Wars 2 character that maxed out is a female char. It's just unusual. No one plays as a female char. I was like, I'll do it. I don't have to see myself represented perfectly. You know?
Here's something I actually want to bring up. I'm not going to name the person who I inserted herself into a tweet that I made, which you might have seen. Like, was it that Horizon video where they were trying to claim that men wouldn't play it because there's a female character?
I'm making a video on that. I might finish it tonight. Yeah.
But if that's the case, then why was it that in League of Legends 3 out of 5 player characters were female, despite the fact that only 1 out of 5 people who played that game were women.
And one of the things I asked in that video that I'm looking at is, why would the people who develops Horizon Zero Dawn?
Guerrilla.
And who is the publisher? Is that Sony directly?
Sony. Yeah, it's Sony.
Mm-hmm.
If people really wouldn't play a game because the protagonist is female, then why the hell would they make the protagonist female and lose out on all those sales?
Exactly. Look at how many people play Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and
it's like I have no problems.
How many people claim that Jill Valentine is their favorite from Resident Evil?
Because he's fucking hot as shit. Oh my god. Have you seen her in Resident Evil 5?
I know.
Holy fuck. God damn.
Yeah,
I know.
And what's interesting though about Resident Evil 5, and I'll bring this up, is that when a friend of mine were growing up, my best friend and I were super into Resident Evil, like 4 and 5 and all that. And we argued which was better, Sheva or Chris, to play as. But it was always about the reason that we argued between the two, and the reason we had our preferences between the two, had nothing to do with the fact one's a woman who's black and the other's a man who's white, who punches boulders and eats nails and shit. It's because those two characters, you would aim over different shoulders. And so that was the important part. But there you go. I think Chris was over the right shoulder, so.
Yeah, he was over the right. If I recall, I haven't really played that much of it. I've just seen it.
Your mic's acting up a little bit. I'm getting.
You're dying.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, your mic's being really bad. Restart it real quick. Restart your mic.
I think it might be the connection. Maybe
It's better now. It's better now.
And then just link
no,
over.
It's good. You're good right now.
All right.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, and it's probably not
Okay,
the
no
stream.
worries.
It's probably just yeah. We got that. Okay. Everyone's asking me what my Steam skin is. Steam skin is. I don't know. I don't know what my Steam skin is off the top of my head. I promise you, it is one of the first things I found, so you can find it too. So, I love my subs. Right?
This is something I wanted to bring up. I haven't seen Feminist Frequency's newest shit, but I know that like right at the start, she's showing a clip of Sheva in like that
the tribal
traditional African costume. Where
oh my god, she's so fucking
and,
hot.
All I could think was, but it's weird that people always like go, oh, in Resident Evil 5, the chicks are like objectified. Dude, like Chris Redfield is built
have
like
you seen Chris?
Yeah.
Have you seen Chris?
He's buff as shit.
He's
buff as shit.
Pretty much every character is sexual, sexualized. Pretty much males and females. Most people are just straight, so they notice the women first. But
yeah, exactly. I mean, like they act like a male character. Even Nathan Drake is like better built than most people, and he's meant to be a down-to-earth person.
Right, the average everyday dude, and he's like, yeah, Indiana Jones.
And he's like a fucking supermodel, basically.
Yep.
You know, like people like playing as attractive people, and even heterosexual people recognize that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't fuck Chris Redfield, but he's still an all right looking dude. You know what I mean?
And when everybody is, I mean, if you're heterosexual, then you don't. This is just what you do. When you see someone, you think about, you know, would I fuck them? That's just even it's just back in your mind. You don't have to bring it up. It's just something you notice about the appearance of somebody. Are they attractive or not? And that's just how you're wired. You don't think about that in the same way about males if you're a man, or sorry, if you're males if you're a straight male. So with women, that's just how it is. And you want to be around people you find visually appealing, whether or not you would actually have sex with them or not. You would rather not look at an ugly person if you could look at all things considered, a attractive person. But of course, as we know, human beings are deeper than skin, so that's
human biology.
It's
like everybody understands this though. Why do they act like this isn't how the world works?
Yeah. If anything, women get it better off because there are more of them depicted as beautiful than are men. There's a lot of ugly men in video games, more so than women, I think. It's because most people who play games are obviously straight, so they don't really care. I mean, old man Jenkins can be ugly looking because men don't have any interest in him being attractive looking. As for the question here, do you identify as having a sexuality other than heterosexual straight? You may answer as you feel necessary.
No.
So.
Well, no.
All right, guys. How do you describe your sexuality? What terms do you use? Tell me. Let's open up.
I don't know, straight.
Straight. Straight.
Yeah.
I almost said regular. That'd have been really rude of me to say, wouldn't it have been?
What is your favorite representation? What is your favorite representation of diverse sexuality in games? Bioware stuff.
I guess
always.
Mass Effect, maybe.
Yeah, Mass Effect. And CSGO. Did you say CSGO?
I wanted to bring this up now because I saw that.
Yeah, it's Saints Row.
Oh, I thought you said CSGO, and I'm like, I was like, how the fuck?
Easy.
Like what?
CSGO easy.
What? It's like Counter-Strike Go is my favorite representation of diverse sexuality.
Yeah.
Because but there's a point to that. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Yeah, no, that.
They all die the same.
Yep.
They all rush be the same. Anyway.
They all rush be the same.
But really.
I saw like a gameplay video for Mass Effect, and it seems like they've really gone for this diverse squad thing because like they had a squad list of all of the characters. There's a female Turian and a Sari, which is basically a chick. I know they're genderless, but you know what I mean.
They're chicks. They got the vaginas.
A human female, a human male, a male Krogan, and I think a female from a new alien race. So out of the squad members, the 6 there, 4 of them are women, and there's no white men, except for your player character if you make him white. I just noticed that, and I wouldn't bring it up with any other game, except that I know that BioWare are super SJW.
They are getting that way,
I just noticed that straight away.
We'll see. If I can't fuck the male Krogan, I will be
that,
extremely disappointed in you, BioWare. I will be extremely. I will be extremely. If I cannot butt fuck or get butt fucked by the Krogan, I will be very upset. And I just want you to know that now. You have time to change it. You have time to change it. So there you go.
Have you seen the picture of the person who was meant to be modeled for the female player character's face in the final product?
Yeah,
side by side.
They need to work on that a bit.
What the fuck happened?
I haven't seen that at all. Wait, what's up?
Well,
here, female ship, female. What is it? Ryder. Mass Effect.
Sarah Ryder.
Sarah Ryder.
Basically. There's like this woman who was meant to be the likeness that they used, and the real life person is super hot. Like she looks great.
Oh yeah, she does
and,
look really good.
The in-game model is
the voice actor for it. She has a bit too many
in-game
piercings, but she's super hot.
Yeah.
Garrus. Okay, Garrus's voice actor doesn't look anything like Garrus. I'll just say that right now. Let me see.
I wonder how they're going to follow up though with the new Turian that they have. I mean, Garrus was one of the best.
I gotta make sure I don't stumble across. I gotta make sure I don't stumble across any not safe for work shit. I have safe search turned off because I'm not 7. Yeah, I've seen that picture before. Let me go to face model. But I think I know what you're talking about here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of weird things
I
with
found
the
it.
design as well, like their arms look too short.
I see exactly what you mean. She's not ugly in the Mass Effect version, but she definitely does not look nearly as hot as Jade Rossi looks.
Yeah,
her name?
and it's weird though. Like it seems because the guy looks alright by comparison, like he looks fairly normal.
Yeah.
Whereas like the female character kind of looks
the world.
It's odd, and I think it would look better in real life than it does in the game.
Absolutely.
Even if they directly modeled off of like to me it just seems like incompetence. I'd like to think
it does.
they didn't fuck it up.
Yeah, this is BioWare. They should have the resources to hire people who are, because I don't know who's still left from their glory days. But we'll see. I don't know.
A lot of them are gone.
But let me see. Mass Effect
I know
and Dragon
a lot
Age
of
were good.
people, yeah, they were good in that regard.
Oh, I'm gonna put The Witcher because even though Geralt is straight, there are instances where you come across gay characters, one of which who is persecuted for it. It's not a big deal. It's just something he mentions, and you could press him on it or not. But it does come up in the story fairly early on, actually. And there is, I mean, sexuality is a big part of The Witcher, and it doesn't overly represent out of proportion things that aren't straightness, so gayness basically. And it's one of the things about it that they could have crammed it down your face, and they didn't. And I know a lot of games will try to do that. BioWare is getting to that point now in a way. I remember in Dragon Age 2, there was a character named Anders who was gay, and they didn't, and BioWare didn't give you an option to turn down his advances that wouldn't hurt your relationship with him. So I know a lot of people were pissed off about that a bit, but Mass Effect, Dragon Age, The Witcher, other games that come to mind maybe.
I think Uncharted kind of handled, but it's not really diverse. It's just more that I felt it was kind of grounded, the way that they handled the relationships between characters. But it wasn't really diverse. Everybody's straight, so I guess that doesn't count.
All right, the next question is, unless you had more to answer.
I was gonna say my representation I picked was Saints Row because you could just walk up to anything and just sex them up right on the spot.
Yeah.
Didn't have any problems.
Grand Theft Auto is usually kind of good at sexual diverse. They just kind of make fun of everybody.
That's true too.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that.
Let me see. So the next question is, what is your least favorite representation of diverse sexuality in games? And I don't care, so I didn't put any. I don't care about it that much.
Nothing
comes to mind.
I can't think of anything either.
Yeah. I mean, normally it's for a narrative reason.
Think about.
Yeah, normally it's for a narrative reason that your character is the way that they are. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Geralt being straight, and he wouldn't be better because he's bisexual or gay, because no sexuality is better than another. So, it's just
like it is what it is. It doesn't really matter.
Next up, how do you feel when or if you see your own sexuality depicted in games? I feel nothing because I don't care.
That's what I put.
I was literally about to say, I feel nothing.
I feel nothing. That's what I put too.
I feel nothing.
I feel nothing.
And for the next question, I think I feel nothing is also equally
How do you
appropriate.
feel when you see other sexualities depicted in a game? Yeah, I feel nothing.
I don't care. Again, it doesn't matter to me. Is there a game character who feels most like you in terms of their sexuality? If so, who?
Did I miss one?
Did I miss one too? Yeah.
No,
Wait,
it says.
Did I miss one?
Okay, we're on least favorite representation of. Okay, going up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at the bottom question on the survey, page 7.
Page 7?
Yeah, page 7.
I'm on page 8.
I'm on page 8.
I'm on page 8.
Wait, did you go back?
Yeah.
No. Oh,
wait, no.
Okay, if you go to page 7 at the bottom, the last question is there a game character who feels most like you in terms of their sexuality?
If I go to page 6 and then move over, I go to page 8.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Page 7 is gone for me.
What's the first question on page?
The first one is, what is your favorite representation of diverse sexuality in games and why?
Do you think it's because maybe I'm zoomed out too much, or?
No, I have this
know.
by myself. I'm on this on my own webpage.
All
I'm
right.
Not looking at yours.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the question we just answered, how do you feel when you see other sexualities depicted in a game? What's the next question after
that's
that?
If I go
Last one on
next,
my page.
if I go next, I go to page 9 and it says, do you identify as being other than cisgender?
Oh, that's not even that. You guys are on a different form than I am. Because for me, the question is after that: is there a game character who feels most like you in terms of their sexuality? If so, Hugh.
Okay, read it again and we'll just vocalize because we don't have this one.
I just put anyone who's
Yeah.
bisexual technically is like me, and it's such a. I don't care. It's really just another. I don't care because there's more to. It's, okay, so this is page. Okay, yeah, I skipped page 8 and went to page 9. So I'm now I am on.
Okay.
Do you identify as being a gender other than cisgender?
I love how it gives a Wikipedia just in case you don't know.
Yeah. Like, by the way, this is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I just went up. Mine now skips from 9 to 15. Is there something that like?
What the hell?
I think what happened maybe was because you put in a different answer in the other one, so it gave you more questions.
Oh.
Yeah, but these.
Because
Yeah, but
I
these
say
weren't.
I'm not cis. It now skips.
All right, I put. Well,
I'll put no and see what happens.
Yeah, well, you put no because do you identify as being a gender other than cisgender?
So I went from 9 to 11.
So I went
wonder
to
if it's-
no because
wonder if
I am
it does
cisgender.
skip. Now
I
it's
think
9
it
to
might
11.
skip if you answer no, because I
Well,
don't
that's
care
stupid.
if you're not. I guess.
Okay, hang on.
from,
Well, we can check
the
this really
general-
easily. I'm gonna check yes, and now I'm on page 10.
Yeah. Is there a different question?
Yep. There's different questions.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Wow, that's retarded.
Just-
That is,
stupid,
man.
isn't it?
That's like really dumb.
All right, just a
That's-
second here. I think let me just the room is locked. So people asked to join your locked room. Okay, there we go. So I've locked my rabbit room. I will give you guys an invite to it, and then we'll just pick up. Because if you don't lock your room, as the case turns out, anybody can just walk on in. So there you go.
Okay, go ahead and send
Let me invite. Let me just send you a link here. I will put it in here. I'll message it to you. It'll be in your Discord messages, and I will give it to Bulletberry. And let me go to. Now, how do I actually activity friends messages launchpad? Now let me tell you, this is where
Room is locked.
Mine's still loading.
Let
All right,
Rex
here.
know you're here. Who's here? Your name. Barry.
Barry wants to join your room.
We will let you know
Okay.
you're here.
Great, you let Barry join your room.
That's great.
Green Luigi is still hanging out.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know. Oh, is that you? Are you Green Luigi?
No, I'm not. No,
Fringy?
I'm not green. Oh.
Fringy?
Green Luigi. What?
Oh, he's gone. That's all right.
I have no idea.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So from what I now understand about this poll, if you answer like yes to being something that's not cisgender, if you answered different to like just heterosexuality, you get more questions because I guess they don't care about our thoughts.
No, seriously, like that's
depending on
how
what
it's
you are.
set up in a really restrictive way.
Yeah.
So like if you answer it wrong in their eyes, you don't get any more questions.
Well, no. I think that those questions just might have been for someone else if they thought a certain way. So, for instance, if the question was, "Do you think Hitler did anything wrong?" and you say no, maybe someone might want to press you for more answers instead of just saying, "Oh, you're
Okay,
normal."
I see what you mean because it does say, "How do you describe your
Yeah.
gender?" What is your
Fringy, go
favorite?
to the link in your Discord messages.
Okay, so I'm gonna go no.
Hold on. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Open in Microsoft Edge.
Edge.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Can you just what happens when you click on that link? You should just go to the web page for my room.
Yeah. I'm going. It's loading. But like I think Edge is like my default browser, and every time I try and change it to Chrome, it doesn't do that.
Damn. Just uninstall Edge. Don't give it a choice. Okay, well, I couldn't find Edge. I guess we're using something else. Guess we're using Google Chrome.
Yeah. Microsoft's always trying to make me use their stuff. Like, I wanted to get Halo Wars 2. You gotta, like, Halo Wars 2, you gotta get through Microsoft's store, and it costs $100, so I'm not buying it. Oh.
Can you not get in the room?
I think I can get in. I've just posted the link into a Chrome tab. Because it's not compatible with Edge, because it's a piece of shit.
Because it's
Fantastic.
Edge.
Yep.
Let you guys know that for everyone else who might want to try and get it, it doesn't matter now. The room is locked. I have to send you explicit permission for you to get in, so it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you set your name to Rags,
the
please.
stream just cut out.
Awesome.
I'm seeing Rip all in the chat.
That's right. I'll just reset it real quick. No biggie.
Uh-oh.
That's okay.
What is Rabbit? Like, I don't know what this is.
That's me. That's the link I sent to you. That's me. Rabbit's
But
what I use to share you a screen.
Oh, yeah, okay. This room is locked.
Okay, so let him
Knock on the
know.
door.
Do that thing where you have to like let me know I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Fringy. We'll let Rags know you're here. All right.
Sweet. Okay, now it should pop up. Fringy wants to join your room. Yes.
There we go.
Just
There
so
we go.
you guys in the audience know, at any time, any one of you could have done that just now, pretended to be Fringy, and you could have just jumped right in.
Uh-oh.
No problem. But now
Yeah,
you can't.
but now I know I can just kick you, so oh well.
Yep.
So, oh well. Deus Volt wants to join your room. I was like, sorry guys. So you're looking at the survey here for.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let me. Oh, I got to go through this shit again. Fuck. It's making me take the whole goddamn because what I did was I put the I can't pick up from where I left off.
Nope. Looks like.
Well, that's that. That's that. All right. So we'll just go off the questions then. So, what is your favorite representation of diverse genders in games? Why?
Okay.
Any game that has
We'll pass that one.
I guess I just put pass. I mean, well, wait. Well, to answer, what is the favorite representation of diverse gender in games? Like any game where there's men and women. Any game with men and women, since there are only two genders. All right. What is your least favorite representation of diverse gender in games? I guess games that don't have gender would be a bad representation of diverse gender.
How do you feel when / if your own gender / gender depict? Wait, what? If you see your own gender / gender identity depicted in a game, how do you feel?
I feel nothing because it doesn't matter. Because I often see males who are males. I often see males who are men in games. It happens quite a lot actually, and it doesn't even affect me. Doesn't even affect me. Don't think about it.
How do you feel when you see other?
It says the stream is
genders depicted
complete.
in a game?
It says the stream is complete. What the fuck?
What? The stream.
It says stream complete.
What do you
What?
mean?
It says stream's complete. No, wait. It's video output low.
What do you mean the stream's complete?
No, hold up. It says it's live, but video output is low. No, it's live and it's red. Video output is too low.
Okay.
Get this
You're gonna
back.
you understand? You're gonna have 3 videos.
some
I'm just gonna
people are
delete 'em.
moving over to my stream.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just gonna.
That's
what
fine.
I
There
might
you go.
do is just link people to my channel.
People are like, it's back up. It's back. Okay, so there we go.
I'll have the full
It's-
stream. You can
Yeah,
link everybody to
yeah. I'll link you guys. You guys head over to Barry's stream if you want to see the whole thing.
Go to Barry.
Yeah.
Yay.
Twitch is more reliable. Yeah, but I don't
I'm
give a
gonna
fucking
shill
shit.
my channel. Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna shill my channel. I'm just doing that
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I actually I should put your guys' links in the description.
And Fringy is here too.
Yep.
Check out his channel at. Now let me go to.
Remove any web address. Fuck off. What? That's YouTube chat. That's why I don't use YouTube to stream.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, it doesn't. Don't you worry. We are super casual about it.
Survey link though. Here, everybody in my chat. Here's the survey link.
They're gonna crash it. They're gonna crash it. They're like, holy shit, people are gonna actually do it. Anyway, next question. How do you feel when you see other genders or gender identities depicted in the game? I feel nothing because it doesn't matter.
Holy cow.
All right, so I went from 11 to 12 page. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, the 12 is pretty cancer.
I'm on 11.
Yeah, for those of you, everyone, I have Bullet Berry in here, and I have Fringy, Fringy. So go to their channels and take a look at their stuff. So there you go.
Yep. I upload once a month or so.
So yeah, so it won't clutter your sub box. There you go. So representation.
No, I'm not like certain people.
Upload every day.
Look, wait, who are you referring to?
Oh, I'm not referring to anybody in particular.
Who are you referring to?
There are a lot of channels who. Oh no!
Okay,
No, I'm just like there seems to be this trend of people uploading every day just for the sake of the algorithm, which I don't really like. I think you should upload when your video is ready.
I definitely agree.
If that happens to be every day, then whatever. But if you're like certain people who will record like an 8-hour stream and then cut it up into 10-minute chunks and upload it onto your YouTube channel DSP, then yeah, stop doing that.
No one will sub to you, and that is way more work for you than it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also, if you have a small channel, don't commit to making a video. Don't commit to making videos every day or 3 a week or something like that. Just don't do it. All right, just don't. All right. Which of the following diverse sexualities, genders, and relationship structures would you most like to see represented more in games? Please select up to 5 responses.
Why do they limit you on how many you can
select
choose?
None, if I'm being honest.
Like, this is annoying. So they want me to be more proactive here, or what is the word I'm looking for? Progressive in their ideologies here, but they're only giving me five I can choose from.
All right, game. I put in the general channel for chat what I'm looking at here. It's are you guys seeing this as well?
The general chat.
Yeah, general chat right there.
Hold on.
Where am I?
I've just got it up next to me.
Hang on.
Yeah, there. I mean, it's just right in the Discord chat for the channel. Up in general. Are there any of those that you would like to see? You most like to see represented in games? I would rather pick the ones that are actually matter instead of not picking them. I guess.
Which.
Okay, I would
say
the ones
if I have to pick them.
Bisexual.
Yeah.
Bisexual, gay men, gay women.
Gay men and women.
Gay women. I wouldn't do like the trans men or women or the
asexuality maybe. I think asexuality would probably be kind of
that would be kind of interesting.
Asexuality and unspecified queer sexuality gender, because that just sort of it's like I guess I don't even know what these things are. You people are making shit up.
Like just I'm gonna ask this. What is aromanticism?
I think it's aromanticism. Aromanticism.
No, it means you're attracted to aromas is what it means.
What?
Aroma.
Isn't everybody attracted to like
aromanticism?
No, it's aromanticism. It's aromanticism. It's like romanticism, but not it. It's the lack of romanticism, I suppose.
I don't know what pansexuality is either. What is that?
Pansexuality
I don't know.
Is like you would screw everything regardless. Like you'd just be with a rock if it was committed.
If it was committed,
okay.
if it was my size.
I thought that was.
No.
I thought that
Pansexual
was
is
an
like just.
nymphomaniac.
No.
You know, I'm just gonna uncheck everything and progress because this is retarded. All right, page 13. Are there any games released in the last 12 months? Oh, 12. I gave it the 1 and the 2. That's 12, guys. The last 12 months that you feel feature particularly positive or negative representations of diverse identities. If so, what are they? Can you share some details? All right, are there any games released in the last year that you feel feature particularly positive or negative representations of diverse identity? No, I don't care about these things.
Don't care.
Am I wrong to go
Don't
like to
care.
not go out of my way and look into this? Like, am I doing something wrong?
Yeah, you're a bad person.
Right, exactly.
How come you're not an ally?
Exactly. Like, why am I not going out and looking in the past 12 months?
Yeah, you're not an ally.
I seriously, I hate this shit though. It's like, oh, man, are there any things like I don't want to think about this shit. I just want it to be the way things are.
I just
and
want to
stop
play a
talking about
video
it.
game. That's it. I want to sit back and relax. I don't want to have this worry me if there's no bisexuals in the stupid thing. It's fine. It's a game.
This is my issue with this whole idea of talking about this stuff in general. Like, the more you talk about it, the less normal it is.
Right,
Like,
and the more
for
relevant.
example, if people weren't bringing up the fact that Aloy is a woman, then nobody would have ever seen it as something to talk about. Like, at no point was I thinking, oh, let's talk about the fact that Aloy is a woman. I don't care.
Yeah,
She
it's
is
like
who she is.
I never even thought about it
I'm
until
like-
that person made a video about how it's a feminist. It's like, now you've got me thinking that it's a woman. I didn't care. I noticed it was a woman, but it didn't matter. I didn't care. It wasn't important. It didn't mean anything. I mean, yes, there's a real reason that there weren't any women archers back in the day, but we'll skip that for the realism thing. But it just doesn't matter. It does not matter. And now you've got it on my brain. And that's your fault.
It's funny though, they did that with a lot of games. Like, I remember I saw this thing saying, oh, look at all the female characters we saw in games at E3. I'm like, I didn't think about that before.
Yeah.
Now you brought it up.
Well, because being colored, like in that video I did about The Witcher 3 being racist, is like there was someone who was literally saying that they were colorblind and how that was a problem. It's like, holy fuck, people are infected with this. People are infected with this kind of thinking, and it's whatever. All right, let's go.
The annoying part, I think, is
it's funny because oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say as this goes on, and like Fringy was saying, as this becomes more relevant because more people like us talk about it, we become the vocal minority. We help this out. That's a problem.
Oh well.
Yeah.
While we're not allies anyway, and it's clear we
No.
failed the survey. We failed the survey
Right.
already, but
Definitely.
because we just don't care
Here's
because we're
something I actually
meanies.
wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
Now that I've brought up that whole female character thing, something that I've always found odd is how usually it's like progressives feel the need to preface a female character with, no, like that they'll talk about a female action character, and it's always strong female character as opposed to strong character. Like, you don't look at John McClane and go, man, look at that badass male character. Like, who fucking does that?
No.
Yeah,
no.
whenever it's a woman, like, they always say, oh, it's a strong female character. Ripley is a cool character. I don't care that she's a woman. Like, she's a fucking badass. Why does it matter that she's a woman? Why did it matter that Sarah Connor was a woman? Stop bringing it up!
And I hate that Tim Cook does that crap too. Like the CEO of Apple does that crap all the time. Like, they'll ask him a question, what do you think about your new brand of iPhones? And he's like, well, as a gay CEO, as a homosexual CEO, why did you
As a
say
homosexual,
that?
yeah, it's like as a homosexual. Who cares? Who fucking cares?
We
It doesn't
don't care
matter.
about that. What about your iPhone?
Are you saying that only gay people like iPhones? It's like, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Like, iPhones are for faggots. Okay, I'll make sure to pick up an Android then.
Right.
I don't know.
I've actually noticed this stuff starting to happen among the rationalists as well, where when they're talking about Milo Yiannopoulos, they keep mentioning that he's gay and that he's Jewish. Like, why do you need to bring that up?
All right, he's not fucking. He's
Why
not fucking
stop
Jewish,
bringing
mate.
it up?
So he is like, yeah,
brings it
bullshit.
up, though.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they
that's
keep
Jewish.
saying that. I thought he was raised as a Catholic. He said Catholics were right about everything. If you're Jewish, you can't think that.
Yeah, he's not
religion
Jewish. He
fundamentally conflicts with yours.
chooses whatever he wants. But okay, so the next page is queerly
15.
represent me, and the research output that it informs. Now, Fringy, the person who did this survey is, she blocked me on Twitter, and I've never interacted with this person ever.
Jeez.
I know. Her name is Elena M. Cole, and she runs
Let
this...
me look her up.
Yeah. ALAYNAMCOLE.
Hashtag resist jam.
Hashtag resist jam.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I guess she's more of a
Can you
fan of...
repeat that? I missed it.
Wait. Your response has been recorded. Thanks.
I
You
think
don't
I
get
found
anything
it.
out of this?
Hell no, you don't get anything.
What the hell?
ALA
I wanted to know what kind of bad person I was.
We already know. You already know.
ALA.
That's rude.
Yeah, ALAYNAMCOLE.
Okay.
She looks like Anita Sarkeesian's sister.
She's a piece of fucking shit. Because she blocks me on Twitter, and I've never interacted with this bitch. So, thanks a lot, Elena M. Cole. You blocked me on Twitter, and we've never talked. You don't know anything about me.
Yep.
Except I know that you're a bitch because you blocked me on Twitter. And that's all it takes. There's a lot of bitches on Twitter, as the case may be. But, oh well. That's okay.
She tweeted about you. Have you seen this? 40 minutes ago, she tweeted about you. You seen this?
What?
No, wait. Let me see.
40 minutes ago was like in the middle of our podcast.
Let me read it out to you. So she screen capped a tweet from yours saying, "Hey, at Quilly Rep Me, the curator of your page has blocked me, and I don't think we've ever interacted. Why?" And then she posts like a meme from Mean Girls that says, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" And the tweet says, "Answer because I'd like to keep it that way."
Because I'd like to get...
Answer.
That's a pretty shit... That is a pretty shit... What does that mean?
Wait.
We've never
Your page has blocked me. I don't know why. Because I'd like to keep it that way. What the hell?
That's not an answer, Elena. This is why people are making fun of you.
Why?
Why?
Some dude called Sam says, "I'm sorry you're still dealing with these idiots." What the fuck?
Yeah, you don't know anything about
is
this.
this?
It's like it's like you blocked me and we've never interacted in any way. So I guess that means that you saw something that I've done and you just decided that you would restrict me from seeing your stuff. Because that's what blocking is. If you didn't want to hear me, you'd mute me. If you don't want me to see anything you do, you block me.
Right.
So I'm not obsessed. I thought the point of a survey was to take it first off. But when someone links me to a survey, and the survey's by a person, and I click on the person's Twitter and they've blocked me and I've never talked about them, I'm curious as to why. I mean, I don't know you, and I clearly don't care to know you, but I just don't. I'm just curious. That's why. I'm just curious. So,
the way that I would frame it is, if you meet somebody who has made their career about like social issues, there's generally someone who's going to be a bit of an annoying wanker. Just being honest, like, because that means you're always going to be talking about it, and it's going to be like you want there to be a problem because you make money out of it.
Yeah, I don't get. I mean, that's a shit answer. But it's like, why did you block me? Because I'd like to keep it that way. I didn't say why. I didn't say why won't you unblock me? I said, why did you block me?
Was that the first time you've ever interacted with this person?
That is the only interaction we've ever had here.
Because
this
she
is it.
puts this picture. Why are you so obsessed with me?
I don't know who this person is.
This is like the first time that you've talked to this person, and why are you so obsessed with me? What the hell?
I was like,
this whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Well, you know, that's what people are. They're super hyperbolic and everything. So that's okay.
Yeah, but it's not funny.
It
not
isn't
sassy. It's just shit.
Right.
Yeah.
One tweet.
Anyway, in the research so queerly represent me in the research output that it informs is an ongoing project that collates games that feature queer representation. The database can be found here. If you have accessed QRM before or see value in the project, please answer the below question. Well, it rules like every normal person out. Why is queerly represent me important, and or how has the database impacted you? Without it, I could not have received a non-answer to a legitimate question involving the curator's self-created echo chamber. Without
I'm on the website right now.
You know, I'm not submitting this survey. I'm not submitting it. Like, I don't really want to give this person any like stuff to use.
No, but you don't want them to
survey stuff.
Well, don't you want them to? You should submit it.
I guess I want them to know that
you want them to know that.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they're actually gonna like
right.
take that and really reflect on your answers?
Nah, they'll probably say it's trolling. And they'll disregard it.
They'll pull a George Takei.
Oh my.
So, oh my. It's like I'm gonna support the party that literally put me into an internment camp. Okay. Submit. Your response has been recorded by multiple people. Nicholas Caprico, I'm noticing you. Good job. All right. So,
I like how it says, please follow the person who made it. Like,
yeah. Yeah, follow the person who made it. Like, that would make it kind of difficult. Does it really say that?
Yeah, it does.
It does. It didn't say that to me.
If you want, it says.
Oh, it
just says thank you for completing it. Please. Yeah. If you want to stay updated.
Well, at the beginning, it does say for more information, you're welcome to contact me at such@gmail.com or on Twitter at such and such at whoever I am. And I was like, well, you blocked me and we've never talked, so that makes it a little difficult. Anyway.
Like, people are not doing themselves any favors about trolling if they put their personal email accounts on the internet.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, who is this person? Let me see. Of course, everybody went to her and they're all like, unblock Rags. Why block someone you never talked to? This is fantastic. Unblock Rags. What up, stream? Hi. They're talking to the stream and are fucking tweeting. That isn't a good reason. Oh, I forgot I actually have influence. I'm so sorry. This is you dancer. Nigga, what? Okay.
I gotta go back and look.
That's fantastic. I wanna.
I'm taking a look now. I'm taking a look now.
Yeah. Just go to that and just keep scrolling down. Now everyone's just piling on. It's great.
Oh, where did her Twitter go? What's her name again?
Elena M. Cole. Here, let me just link it in general.
I got it.
Yeah.
Elena Nicole.
It's in general, yeah.
Oh, that is not actually at all. Okay, hang on.
We went from 16 responses to 22 with that refresh. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. This isn't an answer to the question. Do you think he's obsessed with you? Do you want to keep him blocked or keep him obsessed? I recognize some of the faces from the chat,
I
too.
do, too. Yeah, I see all these people.
Yeah, I recognize them. Metal Gear Ops, I recognize him. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. That's great.
Brett Bruce.
I'm gonna come back to that in a little bit and see how that works out.
Wait, who did you reply to?
Huh?
She replied to someone in here. It may have been earlier. It may not have been now.
Well, 5 more answers since I just checked a second ago. Unblock Rags. I love you, Rags. Hashtag unblock Rags. That's fantastic.
Sorry, you're still. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Show more. Oh, show more.
Maybe you should stick to gender surveys. Memes or insults don't seem to be your strong point.
What dumbest answer is this? Please respond to me and not block. You'll most likely just ignore me.
Well, she said at the top of her page that a survey found its way to 4chan. I have my notification set to people I follow. So sorry if I missed you. Oh boy.
I wonder if I can follow her as like a person who she does not know, and she'll follow me back. I don't know.
You can already tell the kind of mindset this person has. She's doing that stupid clapping bullshit on Twitter, saying it is my right to curate my Twitter timeline however I like.
That's true.
Don't
It
like
is.
my echo chamber, make your own.
Don't like my echo chamber.
It is your right.
It's like,
just saying.
No, I'm not interested much
just,
in making.
like,
No. Don't. By the way, guys, don't go and harass this person. Guys, don't go and harass this person. Don't. If you're gonna message her, if any, just be respectful. Don't go out and harass this person, please. Please don't. I'm serious. Like, I'm serious. Don't. Like, I'm serious though. I'm serious. Like, don't go and harass. It was just kind of funny at first. I didn't think about it, but really, just don't go and make a nuisance of yourselves to this person. Please don't.
Give them an excuse.
Yeah, when you do that, you give them an excuse.
Oh, look at all the harassment.
Yeah, just
don't do that shit.
Don't
just
do that.
Like, if you're gonna insult them, be creative.
Someone's
like,
asking if I'm harassing people.
Bitch,
No, I'm not harassing.
Right.
I'm telling people to not harass people. Please, please don't. Please do not go and harass people. And of course, Day is fault. Absolutely, without a doubt. So, yeah, I just don't know who she is, and I don't know. It's all right. It's all good in the hood. I don't mind.
I'd rather keep it that way.
People are saying I'm endorsing harassment. It's like, no, don't please don't go and contact this person or harass them. I really seriously don't want you to do that. So there you go. But
Hey, Deus Vult.
Yeah, Deus Vult, absolutely, Deus Vult.
Yep.
Absolutely. Take back the Holy Land from the Saracens. Without a doubt.
Yep.
Trebuchets at the ready, all that. Now I had this other thing set up, surveymonkey.com, gender representation in video games. This is basic, are you male or female? Male. In general, are you happy with how your gender is portrayed in video games? Yes. Would you avoid playing a video game if the main character was the opposite gender of yourself?
No.
No. You want him talking about, like, PS2 Ratchet, because he was kind of, he had an arc. He developed from, like, kind of a dickhead into an actual hero. And he was kind of wisecracking as well. Garrett, what's his name? Garrett from Thief. He's pretty cool. Maybe Adam Jensen.
Yeah.
Stream ended again.
I know. I restarted it.
I don't think I've ever connected well with a character so much as I have when I played Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. So I just put, I don't know. There's too many for me to even. Let me see. Would you be pleased to see more diversity in the main characters for video games? For example, a greater range of body types, skin colors, and religious views. No.
No.
I think I'd be okay if I didn't play as a Wahhabi Muslim. I think I'd be all right. Because that would make it especially difficult to retake Jerusalem from the Saracens.
What if you were playing an RPG where you fought against Xena and his legion as they were trying to kidnap your alien friends and dump them in volcanoes on Earth?
Oh yeah, Xenu, yeah, the Scientology game.
Scientology, by the way.
Yeah, it's like your name is Elohim, and it's your job to go to the planet Earth and impregnate Mary, so that she can have Jesus, because we're Mormons, and this is what we believe.
Because we're Mormons.
because we're Mormons, and you're gonna get your own fucking planet when you die.
We like
the Joseph Smith adventure game.
It's great. Let me see. Which one of these statements best describes your opinion on current video game characters? All right. I am very happy with the characters I am provided to play with, and feel they are already diverse enough. That's what I'm picking already.
I mean, if they mean diverse in terms of
the next one's actually
diverse personalities, then no.
Well, this one says I am.
If they mean like skin color, who cares?
Well, let me go ahead and paste this real quick for you guys. Let me copy that, put it into Rabbit, or not in Rabbit, in the Game Talk. So that's what I'm looking at right here. Which one of these statements best describes your opinion on current game characters? The next one is I am quite. Yeah. Can
you send us this link?
Oh, I put it in the chat. Oh yeah, let me send you the whole fucking link. Duh. Stupid dog.
No, you're good.
Game Talk in general there, surveymonkey.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So, looking at number 6 right now. I'm quite disappointed with the characters I'm provided to play, as they are largely a stereotype and I cannot relate to them. And the last one is, I am often unhappy with the characters I am provided to play with, as there is no diversity and they show unrealistic or unhealthy stereotypes far too often. I'm going to go with, I'm quite happy with the characters I'm provided to play with, but sometimes feel they lack originality. Because sometimes they do.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with what I've got. It's not a big deal, but sometimes, yeah, they feel a little, unoriginal. So I'm not going to... It's not a huge deal for me.
Mm-hmm.
Let me zoom in a bit. Do you feel like your gender is misinterpreted in most video games? No, I think they do all right. They don't trigger me that much.
I didn't get a straight white male this time. Oh, I'm mad.
Rebuy the game. Do you feel like video games have improved the portrayal of female characters in current years? Yeah.
I'd say so.
I'd say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's happened more often, and people aren't getting,
Yeah, I don't think people ever had a problem with it. It just wasn't as common.
Mm-hmm.
And now people just don't care. It just doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, yeah, predominantly gamers were more male than female at a certain point. So I mean, that's
Well, they are now.
Yeah.
But they're way if we not counting mobile games that mom plays while she's waiting on her kids to get out of school, then absolutely the majority of hardcore gamers are male.
Right.
It's not even close.
It's just not as predominant as it used to be.
Let's put it this way: if I went to buy like a Nintendo on Friday, like I would not see that many women.
In these terms, I would say if I walked into a GameStop and it was only men, I wouldn't be surprised. If I walked into a GameStop, it was only women, I would be surprised.
I would immediately notice.
Yeah. But if I walked into a GameStop and saw men and women, I wouldn't know. I mean, I wouldn't know. It wouldn't even.
Likewise, for another medium that I like, I would be surprised if I went into a shop and it was all women.
Into a what shop?
A comic book shop, and if it was all women, that would be uncommon. Like, women read comic books, but not as much as men.
Hey, if I walked into a comic book or a video game shop and they were predominantly women, I mean,
I might stick around.
Ladies.
I might stick around.
I mean, I'm all for that. Like, that's the thing.
Whoa, Fringy, your mic's going weird. No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just do what you did before.
Off on.
There we go. Yep.
Yay, hooray.
All right.
PCs are hard. All right. Do you feel like video games have improved the portrayal of male characters in current years? I mean, I don't know. I guess generally things get better, so sure.
Yeah.
But do they mean like better as in more interesting in terms of their character? Or
it just says, do you feel like video games have improved the portrayal of male characters in current years? I don't think they've gotten worse.
It's not gotten worse.
There's a yes and no here, so I'm just gonna put yes.
Yeah.
I feel generally things tend to improve as they age.
I guess Reinhardt's pretty cool character, so yeah.
If you could change one thing about main characters in video games, what would it be and why? More nudity.
I feel that there is not enough diversity in these video games that I play.
Yeah, not enough pansexual, aromantic, gender queer, non-binary, trans, helicopter fluid, swans. That's the first animal that came to my head. No, sorry, trans avians.
I was rude.
Yeah, there enough. Not enough pansexual, aromantic, genderqueer, non-binary, trans avians.
You know what? Here's something that I actually wanted to bring up that kind of annoys me with these whole surveys is like they tend to ignore that a lot of games don't even have characters. Like they're just a lot of games don't have characters.
Yeah, you play as a human, but there's no characters.
Yeah, or you're playing Tetris and there's nothing at all. It's just putting blocks down.
Yeah.
And like, what about like? And the thing is, some games just can't have diversity. Like,
Oh my god, that
I'm
tweet
like-
has 129 replies now.
Oh jeez.
Oh my god.
But I mean, like, if I was playing a World War II game and I saw like 25% women on the battlefield, it just would take me totally out of the experience.
Everyone's just
there are
using
some-
everyone's using this person's the reply is their personal fucking chat room. Oh my god. Rags didn't hashtag Rags didn't do nothing. Oh boy.
But it's weird that they are, because I was just perusing my Steam library and I saw Civilization and all I thought was, yeah, like, how are you going to do diversity in this? You just pick the leaders that are well known and those are the characters in the game. So with some games, you can't do this diversity. It just wouldn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. You hear about all the people that wanted Captain America to turn gay in the Avengers 3.
It makes no fucking sense.
Right. I mean, he's from the 50s. Wasn't that looked down upon back then? I mean, come on.
Well, also, why would he want to have sex with Bucky Barnes? That was his best friend.
Right, exactly. Oh, they want. See, I didn't know that they wanted him to be gay with Bucky. I thought that they wanted him to be gay with.
And he's not gay. He's straight. Like
exactly.
He's straight. He wanted like Peggy Carter, who was pretty fine in the first Avenger. Like he likes chicks. That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, Survey Monkey says I'm pretty good at this, which I think is good because I need more things. I need more things to be good at because I'm not good at streaming. I think that's been established. So being good at taking surveys is definitely a positive in my book.
Yep.
That was good. We were at like 2,300 before the stream started fucking up, so that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I haven't streamed in like a year, so that's nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, but there you go. That was nice. I hope that they really get all the information that they need from that survey. And for those of you, I'll post it in chat there. But here, guys, get the link here. I'll put it in the general there. You can put that in your videos so that people can take it for themselves. And everyone answer honestly, please. I don't want you to fuck up surveys or misrepresent them. Just answer it really. Answer them honestly. Answer them honestly, guys. Mm-hmm. And don't go to people's Twitters and start, and don't be disrespectful to people on Twitter and all that. Don't harass people. Just represent me well and yourselves well and your position well. Okay. Because you wouldn't like it if they did it, so don't you do it.
Yeah, that's right. I just wanted to say someone in Bullet Barry's stream said Fringy is tits. I'll take that as a compliment.
Fringy is the... maybe he meant Fringy is the tits? I don't know.
I don't see how anybody can say tits and be negative about it.
Well, that's true. That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Right. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and then we could continue doing whatever we need to. But thanks, everyone, for watching. It was fun to kind of hop on and do this little thing. Maybe next time what we'll do is we'll just do it and I'll record it, and then I'll just post it so we don't have to deal with the stream stuff too much. Who knows? Or I'll just record it all and stream it, and then I'll take it down, and then I'll re-upload it as a video. Who knows? We can deal with that later. Point is, we've been streaming for 2.5 hours. It was tons of fun. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Go to Fringy's channel. His name is Fringy. And go to Bulletberry's channel. His name is Bulletberry. And if you can't get to their channels with that information, that's the test. And if you fail, they didn't want you. So, ciao.